Texas Rangers baseball, college football as the game goes along. But there's our email address again, mcnr@melissaist.org. Love to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching or listening around the world. I had a conversation earlier with Coach Matt Nally to preview tonight's game and to look back at the victory over Poteet. So we'll send it back to our studio for our coach's interview. Good evening and welcome to the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is Trey Graham along with Cardinals head football coach Matt Nally getting you ready for tonight's district road game at the Denison Yellow Jackets. Coach, congratulations, 6-0, 3-0 in the district. And I need to tell you, I was asked a question by a fan this week because people ask, the Melissa Cardinals Network, and the question was, why don't the Cardinals get into a tougher district?
Well, the easy answer to that is we don't get to choose what district we're in. The UIL makes that decision, and sometimes when the UIL, because we're about to do snapshot day, and that number's about to come out, and this February we're going to have the realignment again. We don't get to pick. The UIL sometimes gets it perfect. Like, I can see that we're in the same geographic area, and then sometimes you don't know why you're in somebody's district or whatever the case may be, but we don't get to pick our district.
So that's why it was a 50-7 score a week ago, the victory over Mesquite Poteet, and now you take on the Denison Yellow Jackets. Before we talk about Denison, one more comment about the Poteet game. We discussed this on the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. You allowed 71 yards of total offense by your defense. And that included you allowing 0 rushing yards to a team for an entire football game.
I mean, that was the plan going into the week, just
to shut them out.
Yeah, to give up 0 rushing yards. No, I mean, that once again, it goes back to I have a great coaching staff, and those guys implemented a plan, and those kids executed the plan. And normally, when those two things align, it's going to be a good result.
So talk about the Denison Yellow Jackets, a historic program, been playing football over 100 years. What should the fans be looking for tonight against Denison?
First off, I've never played there. My kids have played a couple games there in Pee Wee football. So the biggest thing you're going to hear about is, Denison and playing in Munson Stadium is going to be hard to win at. It's a great atmosphere to be at. They have great fans. That's the number one. Number two is it doesn't matter. A Denison kid's going to play extremely hard. So you can take the talent piece and the schematics and the concepts and all that stuff. You can take that out of the equation. Those kids will come to play hard, and those kids will represent Denison very well.
You've only played Denison in football one time ever in history, and that was last season when you won by a score of 54-44. Here's the question. But you've played Denison, or Melissa has played Denison in lots of other sports. Mm-hmm. Soccer, baseball, basketball, volleyball. Does that translate at all to the football team?
No, sir. There's rivalries, like Salina, the Salina rivalry. It bled over from different sports. Princeton, it bleeds over from different sports. The Denison football, not really. And for us, and I try to really harp this on the team is we're going to focus on the team we're playing that week, and we're not focused on anybody else, just that team. So I think that has something to do with it too, just not really focusing on that piece of it. But for the most part, no, sir. It has been Melissa, Denison, not that, it's just another opponent.
We have a big ball game tonight, 7:30 kickoff. You're watching the Melissa Cardinals Network. You're undefeated, #1 ranked in Class 5A football. The Melissa Cardinals on the road in a district game against the Denison Yellow Jackets. We look forward to bringing you the kickoff. You're enjoying our pregame show. This is a production of the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with the Melissa High School AV Department.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Welcome back live to Munson Stadium here in Denison, Texas. Trey Graham and Ross Graham. John Graham here on the stat board. We are so glad you were with us tonight. That was our interview with Coach Matt Nally. And we are glad to bring you tonight's ball game. The Cardinals are on the field. They're in all white tonight, as you can see. White jerseys, white helmets, white pants, and the red numerals. And it's a great uniform choice for the announcers, by the way. It's easy to see the numbers. The fans will be able to recognize it as well. And so the Cardinals in the all-white gear tonight. And down on the field, you see the Stingerettes and the Junior Stingerettes. That's the drill team for Denison High School and all the future drill teamers. So you got the little kid version and the high school version all down there. And tonight is a pink out night, as you see on the screen. We had the same thing at Cardinal Stadium last week in honor of those who have dealt with the difficulty of breast cancer and honoring those folks. So the pink out night tonight. So that's what all those youngsters are down there on the field. Artificial surface here, the home of the Yellow Jackets. Now, Ross Graham, we're in Grayson County.
Yes.
We live in Collin County.
That is true.
We did a game in McLennan County.
Yes.
And in McLennan County, we learned that grammar matters in high school football.
That is true, especially if you're from China Spring.
Correct. We learned that singular and plural are not the same thing.
That is true, and possessive.
And possessive, that's true. Because
Whole nother thing.
People incorrectly called that school that we played China Springs, plural.
It's China Springs Stadium possessive.
True.
China Spring
ISD. Yeah, singular. So grammar matters in high school football.
Yes.
Well, tonight it matters as well.
Okay, why is that?
Because we're playing the Denison Yellow Jackets.
Right.
The Denison Yellow Jackets, it's 2 words. Yellow Jackets.
Okay.
If we were playing Rockwall High School, the Rockwall Yellow Jackets.
It's 1 word.
That's 1 word.
It's the same mascot, though, right?
Well, the Rockwall Yellow Jackets, 1 word, are orange.
Really?
Yes.
So they're not the Orange Jackets?
No, they are the Yellow Jackets who are orange.
Gotcha.
1 word.
Okay.
This is the Denison Yellow Jackets who are yellow and 2 words.
Got it. I did not know that.
So grammar matters,
True.
Even in high school football. We have a lot of great sponsors who bring us this broadcast. We do invite you to join us at First Melissa on Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. and 10:15 a.m. every Sunday morning. It's a great opportunity to gather together with our family and friends. So go to firstmelissa.com to find out all about our church family. You're invited to join us Sunday morning. Go to firstmelissa.com. We have a number of other wonderful sponsors who help us bring you Melissa Cardinals football. And Ross, let's thank our first sponsor.
Discover the difference that comes from a financial partner committed to building better tomorrows. Management. I'm Scott Birmingham, Senior Vice President with Baird Private Wealth. As a provider of trusted financial services for the past 28 years, I'm committed to making the future brighter for my clients and for our community. That's why I support local organizations like the Melissa Booster Club and the Melissa Cardinals. Because I care about Melissa. Discover the Baird Difference at BairdDifference.com.
We do thank all of our wonderful sponsors. It is a privilege to bring you these games. This is our 16th year here on the Melissa Cardinals Network, and our wonderful sponsors allow us to do that in partnership with our friends at Game On Sports. And you see more folks down there on the field as the pregame show, the Stingerettes, on this pink out night. We mentioned to you last week that the Cardinals defeated Mesquite Poteet in a district game. The final score was 50-7. Also in our district, Lovejoy defeated Princeton 63-0. Crandall defeated Greenville 42-13. And Terrell defeated these Denison Yellow Jackets 28-21. So in our 8 teams in the district, there are 4 games each night, and there's our district schedule and district standings. Cardinals are 6-0, 3-0 in the district. Lovejoy 5-1, but undefeated in the district. And remember, only your district games matter when it comes to playoff seeding. Now, Crandall, you see next, they're on there. They're 2-1 actually in the district. And Greenville is 1-2. Denison is 1-2. You've got Terrell, who is 1-2. Princeton 1-2. Poteet 0-3. So there's 8 teams in the district. 4 will make the playoffs. So that is who is fighting it out. Everyone is projecting that the Cardinals and the Lovejoy Leopards will be the top 2 seeds, and they're projecting that our regular season finale will be another district championship game, as it was a year ago. So if that's true, that's 2 of the seeds taken up. And then the remaining 6 teams are fighting it out for those final 2 regular season spots moving on to the playoffs. So we've already started our bracketology, It's interesting to check who's playing what teams and what districts because we fill out the brackets as a prediction, kind of like you do for March Madness. We predict those things. So those were the games in our district last week. Tonight in our district, of course, you have the Melissa Cardinals on the road here at the home of the Denison Yellow Jackets. And we're going to be checking the scores of other games all throughout the game tonight to keep up with our district. Crandall is at Lovejoy. Princeton is at Terrell. And Mesquite Poteet is at Greenville. So those are the games that our Cardinal fans will be most interested in to see what the district situation looks like. If you predict Lovejoy to defeat Crandall, then Princeton and Terrell are fighting for a district spot. Crandall would have another loss in their search for a playoff spot. Mesquite Poteet and Greenville fighting it out as well. So we'll be tracking those scores as we go along with some talk about college football and playoff baseball in the great state of Texas. And that includes your Texas Rangers playing meaningful baseball in the month of October. And all the coaches are walking in next door to us in their booth. And so we are getting you ready for tonight's opening kickoff here in just about 17 minutes away from kickoff on the home of the Denison Yellow Jackets. And Ross, let's take the time to thank another wonderful sponsor.
Looking for a beautiful RV park getaway? Hidden Grove RV Resort, located in Honey Grove, Texas, just off Highway 82 between Bonham and Paris, offers fishing, camping, and boating in the middle of a pristine countryside. With our amenities, you will not need to go anywhere else. After exploring our hiking trails, you can relax by our resort-style pool or get some work done with our Wi-Fi. This vacation getaway is surrounded by lakes and trees, and you can also stay in one of our fully furnished cabins while you enjoy nature in North Texas. Check us out at hiddengroveresort.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram and book your getaway now. Go Cardinals.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. And just to give you a little bit of preview, we're going to talk Rangers baseball. We said we're going to talk NFL football. And Ross, I can't wait to ask, which Cowboys team is the real Cowboys team? Is it the first two games? Is it the 3 wins dominant team? Or is it the really not so good 2-loss team?
That's true. You don't often see an NFL team fluctuate that much. Usually you'll see a team that
you're either good or you're not.
You'll see a team that you're going to project, okay, they're going to have a top 10 pick, they're going to rebuild, and then you'll have, okay, this team's contending, they're going to try to add a key piece. You don't usually see the same team fall in both categories. And I would like to believe the Cowboys they certainly think themselves to be a contender, and I think on their good days they can be a contender. They just have to not have those bad days.
You mean like throw a bunch of interceptions?
Throw a bunch of interceptions, have a defense that doesn't like to play too much defense. But
all right. Well, I don't know what's going to happen with the Cowboys this Monday night, but we hope it's the 3-win side of the Cowboys, not the 2-loss side of the Cowboys. Monday Night Football, that's right. Speaking of Monday night, we invite you to join us Monday night, 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout Sports Grill. We film our weekly Cardinal Scoreboard show every Monday night, 5:30 p.m. at the restaurant. You're invited to join us, meet our head coach and our players of the week. That those two guys, Ross Graham and John Graham, will choose here in a couple of hours. And Monday night, 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout. Make sure you subscribe to Melissa ISD on YouTube so you can watch every episode. And follow the Melissa Cardinals Network on Facebook. We'll keep you updated with all the information you need to know about your favorite team, scheduling, playoff information, some news, all kinds of things. Follow the Melissa Cardinals Network on Facebook. And as we said, we have a lot of great sponsors who bring us these broadcasts. We do thank them every week for the chance to do that. And we'll thank another one right now.
Redden Concrete is a longtime proud supporter of Melissa ISD. Located right here in Melissa, Texas, Redden Concrete can service any of your commercial concrete needs. Serving DFW since 2012, call us today for all of your commercial concrete needs, 972-547-6100, or visit our website at www.reddingconcrete.com. That's 972-547-6100. Let's go Cardinals.
There's the mighty Cardinal band making their way in to the visitor stands across the way from us. And the Denison High School band is at the opposite end of the same stands. So on the visitor side across the way, that says visiting band. You see that big yellow sign right there. That's how the Cardinals knew where to stand. And if the camera was to pan all the way to the right, you'd see the Denison High School band just down the hallway, or I guess the walkway from them. So the Cardinal visiting fans are right between the two bands, and so they're going to have a hard time hearing us. They're going to have to turn up the earbuds to hear us tonight on the Cardinals network. And we always have our great folks emailing in, and tonight's actually unusual because Leslie Reddick Farrell is usually the first one in the inbox.
Yeah.
She came in second.
Oh, no.
Tonight.
Don't tell her.
Well, I think I just did.
Oh, well.
So Leslie and Michael are joining us as they always do from Victoria, Texas. They say, go Cardinals, best team, best spirit in the country. See you in Melissa next week. Go Army, beat Troy. So that's the second email we got, but
Okay, what's the first?
silver medalist.
Silver medalist,
Yes.
not bad.
All right. The gold medalist goes to the Nally family, the Indiana version of the Nally family. Tony and Deb Nally, Matt's family up there in the state of Indiana, cheering on, in order, number 19, Jackson Nally, and head coach Matt Nally.
Got it.
In order.
Yep, order matters.
That sounds like grandparents, doesn't it? So there's the Cardinal fans making their way in the red and black. And it's almost football weather. It's feeling a little bit chilly. It was down there.
The cusp of football weather.
The cusp, okay. All right. It's a nice night. It's dry, a little bit of breeze, a little bit of cool weather. It's a good night for football. We're so glad you're joining us here in Denison, Texas. And we'll read a bunch more emails as we go along, but we're so glad you are spending your Friday evening with us. And the number one ranked team in Class 5A Division II football, your Melissa Cardinals. And this is game number 7. We have 3 more regular season games.
Yes, we'll have home game next week against Greenville, away at Princeton, and then home finale, regular season finale, Thursday night, Lovejoy.
So Thursday night affair could be the district championship game as it was a year ago, and that is Thursday night, November the 2nd. So make sure you put your dates on the calendar. So the district championship game might be decided right then and there because both teams are undefeated in the district right now, as they were a year ago. There's the Cardinals' inflatable tunnel, the road tunnel. It's not quite as impressive as the home tunnel, but there's the fellas that'll be inflating that. There's Duke Sparks down there doing what Duke does, which is walk around and talk to people. So he's down there, and
The director of community relations, isn't that what you have to do?
I mean, so your job is to talk to people. That's
Yeah, he's good
exactly
at it.
right. Yeah. Our superintendent, Mr. Keith Murphy's down there, right there in the shorts and the black jacket right there. So we have all kinds of Cardinal dignitaries down there on the field. They'll be inflating the tunnel. There it is, right there. Play-by-play of your tunnel inflation ceremony.
I don't know that we've had that before.
We haven't. I mean, this is live tunnel action.
Live tunnel action. Usually we just see before and after.
Exactly. There's another angle. We got another shot of the tunnel
Now,
installment
Coach
ceremony.
Steele would make a note that the Yellow Jackets are going to beat us in the
Yeah, the
tunnel.
Yellow Jackets are going to win the inflatable tunnel contest. Coach Steele would evaluate the 2 contenders, and the home team's going to win it tonight. But it's just the road version of the inflatable tunnel. We're so glad you're joining us today. Melissa Cardinals football. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you from Munson Stadium. We enjoy working with our friends at Game On Sports. They're going to bring you our opening package here in just a moment, and then we'll give you the opening lineups and the kickoff. It's a great night for football. Make sure you email in mcnr@melissaisd.org, and let's get ready for some football. Welcome to the Melissa Cardinals Network. We are so glad you are joining us as the #1 ranked team in Class 5A football. Your Melissa Cardinals are about to enter the field here at Munson Stadium in Denison, Texas, in a district matchup against the Denison Yellow Jackets. Your Cardinals are 6-0. They are on a 20-game district winning streak, and we are glad to bring you football tonight. The Cardinal cheerleaders ready to lead the team onto the field. 6-0 Melissa versus 3-3 Denison. This is the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with our friends at Game On Sports. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you from the 4th floor press box. As opposed to at home, we get to go to the 5th floor, but this is the 4th floor press box here at Munson Stadium. The Cardinals are down there in the locker room, coming out right now, getting a last-minute warm-up in before they will enter the field officially on district game number 4 and regular season game number 7. Your Cardinals were the preseason #1 ranked team, and after going 6-0, they have maintained that #1 ranking all season long. The captains for both teams will be coming out here in just a moment to visit with our officials. Our referee tonight is Joel Williams. That's the man in the white hat, and you'll see him here in just a few moments as the Cardinals captains will be coming out on the field. You will have the captains for the home team, Denison Yellow Jackets, Jacoby DeHorne, Mason Mandrell, Cooper Rogers, Carson Lopez. For your Cardinals, Jackson Ford, number 5, Carson Maynard, number 9, the big fella Owen Hollenbeck, number 78, and future OK State Cowboy, number 7, Gunnar Wilson. So you've got some talented high school football players down there in the white jerseys for the captains, and there are going to be some college football players here a year or 2 years from now. Our referee, Joel Williams, says that the Cardinals have won the toss, chosen to defer until the second half. So the Denison Yellow Jackets will receive the football here in the first half. So the Cardinals defense will go on the field first, led by their defensive coordinator, Nate Hemsley. Cardinals will be going right to left on your TV screen and radio dial. Yellow Jackets will be defending the north end zone to the left of your screen. The rest of our officials tonight working with Joel Williams. You've got Kenji Mitchell, Ross Manfrey, Barry Chapman, Jake Bywater, Adam Torma. Those are our officials tonight. And the mighty Cardinal band fires up under the leadership of Director Jerry Wharton. And here come the Cardinals out on the field. Artificial surface. Nice, cool night for football here in Grayson County. And our kickoff temperature is going to be 69 degrees. And we're headed to about 61 by the time the ball game is over. It's going to be a great night for football here. Remember our email address, mcnr@melissaisd.org. And here come your Cardinals, carrying the Fred Lewis flag, coming out of the tunnel. Matt Nally, the football coach for your Cardinals, leads his team out on the field. The athletic director is Seth Stinton. As you see, the Cardinals are in the all-white tonight. Helmets, jerseys, and pants. The Denison Yellow Jackets are black and gold. And they are the home team tonight. Remember, we mentioned earlier, these two teams have only played one another once in history, and that was a year ago. Cardinals were victorious, 54-44. Here come the Denison Yellow Jackets out on the field. Their entrance through their cordon. Gray jerseys, black pants, black helmets. gold numerals for the home team Denison Yellow Jackets on pink out night here at Munson Stadium. He said the Cardinals will be on defense first, and so that means Nate Hemsley's defense will come out in a 4-3 defensive alignment. Nigel Smith, Hayden Solomon, D.K. Abrams up front. The 4 linebackers, Miles O'Neill, Micah Finan, Grayson Donahoe, and Gunnar Wilson. And the 4 DBs, Jared Petusik, Rocky Dunn, Dalton DeBabney, and Christian Turner. Those are your defensive starters tonight. And speaking of Mr. Micah Finan, you have some recruiting news.
Yes, Micah received his first offer this past weekend to play football, East Central University. So congratulations to Micah.
In the great state of Oklahoma.
And like they say, once you get your first one, they usually start rolling.
That's true.
So don't be surprised if we announce more offers to Micah's way in the coming games.
It's time here for the national anthem here in the stadium, and so we'll enjoy the Star Spangled Banner, and then we'll bring you back here to the booth and get you ready for the opening kickoff. You're watching Melissa Cardinals football on the Melissa Cardinals Network. Wonderful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner here at Munson Stadium. We're getting you ready for the opening kickoff tonight. Your Melissa Cardinals and the Denison Yellow Jackets. And as we get ready for the kickoff, I would like us all to remember and to pray for the folks in Israel tonight. 1 week ago was a terrible, tragic terrorist attack. Many, many people lost their lives and many more were injured. Families all over that country affected, including many of friends of ours. So please pray for the people of Israel tonight, and we say Shabbat Shalom. It's time to get ready for football. The Melissa Cardinals will be kicking off. Denison Yellow Jackets will return the opening kickoff. Put 12 minutes on the clock. No score on the scoreboard. It's time for Friday Night Lights and your Melissa Cardinals. 2023 season game number 7. Trey Graham, Ross Graham, John Graham here. So glad you are spending your Friday evening with us. Cardinals coming out on the field. Big number 80, Nicholas Hernandez Jr. will be kicking off. Put the ball on his own 40-yard line. Ross, we were down there on the field during pregame warmups, and it might have been our first ever all-kicker meeting.
Sure, it was nice. You got to meet them.
All of our kickers, yes.
You got to meet Jordy, one of my good friends.
Yes.
Sam told us he watches us every night after the game on the way home. So
He did. Jordy Vasquez, Nick Hernandez, and Sham McGregor. We had a whole meeting with all the kickers down there. Here comes Hernandez with a kick, and it'll be taken by the Yellow Jackets at their 13-yard line, up the right side, past the 25 and the 30, past the 40, nice move, out past the midfield stripe, all the way down to the Cardinals' 41-yard line. Great field position for the Denison Yellow Jackets, a great kickoff return, and head coach Brent Whitson sends his offense out on the field. They're going to spot it actually at the Cardinal 40. So that was 47 yards on the opening kickoff return. And the Cardinals D comes out in their 3-4 alignment. And here comes the Denison offense led by their quarterback tonight, starting at quarterback, number 2, Ty Rhodes. They've played a number of quarterbacks this year. We'll see if there's a rotation, but Ty Rhodes in the shotgun with 4 split ends, 2 to each side. He's going to run quarterback draw on the first play of the game, and he'll pick up 3 yards.
Micah Finan on that tackle. He had a good hole originally, but then Micah came up from the inside linebacker spot, hit him right away, held him to only 3 yards. You're going to see a lot of wildcat. You're going to see a lot of quarterback runs, a lot of designed runs, a lot of options. This team likes to run the ball, and they like to get creative with how they run the ball. So don't be surprised to see more plays like that throughout the night.
2nd down and 7. And they're going to run the football again, hand the ball off going right. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. That carry made by Jack Ailman, senior number 33 for the Yellow Jackets. 3rd down 1. Not much breeze here tonight. Field goal from here would be about 48 yards. So we saw the kicker had a nice leg down there, Matthew Rangel. We'll see what happens. 3rd and 1. They're going to hand the ball off to Ailman again, and he will pick up a Yellow Jacket 1st down. So the home team takes the opening kickoff with a great kickoff return. And they've got a good drive going so far. No score. 1.5 minutes into the game, and 1st and 10, Denison at the Cardinal 29. Ball on the right hash. Rolling left is Ty Rhodes, throwing left and throwing over the head of his intended receiver. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up. That pass was sent toward Michael Kennedy, but way over his head. No huddle, but not quite a hurry-up mode here for Coach Whitson and the Yellow Jackets. 2 receivers left, 1 right. 2nd down and 10. Rhodes takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and goes nowhere. A whole series of Cardinals. Micah Finan was one of those. Hayden Solomon as well. Loss of a 0.5 yard, so it's 3rd and long. Got both bands playing on the far side. You can hear them all in your microphones. Here's a 3rd down. We'll call it 11. Rhodes is going to fake a handoff. He's going to throw the football for the first time and throws that one away while he's in the grasp. And that was Micah Finan, who's trying to win the Defensive Player of the Game here in the 1st quarter. Nigel Smith was there as well. He was our Defensive Player of the Game a week ago. He was in the grasp, threw it away. Ross Graham called for a penalty, but
he did have a receiver in the area.
Our official says no.
We'll see on this replay right here. He has number 4 on the right side in the area. Smart play by him because they would have been out of field goal range had they gone for it. But see, this is going to be a unique formation. They're lining up almost like they're going to punt. But you'll see last week against Terrell, they had a fake punt with a similar situation as this. So Coach Hemsley is going to call a timeout, get his defense sorted out for here. It's always tricky when your quarterback lines up at the punter spot. That was not a traditional punt formation, but it was certainly far from a traditional offensive formation. So we'll see what they're going to play here. It's obviously very close to punt. So we'll see what they're going to try to do on this play.
Cardinals use their first timeout. I don't know if we can get a replay of that formation. As you say, it was 3 different locations of your O-line. You had far left, 3 of them. In the center over the ball, there were 3 of them. In the far right, there were 3 of them. And you had an up back and a punter. So it's 4th and 11. Field goal, as we said, from here would be about 48 yards. You don't usually want to punt from the plus 30-yard line. So this is where you need to stay awake for a fake punt.
And a week ago against Terrell, their punter was truly the man who was back deep when they faked it. So Hemsley saw that on film, but we hadn't seen the quarterback go back. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of formation they come up in now following this timeout.
Cardinals defense is back out on the field. They have no one back as the punt returner. Now let's see if we have a traditional punt formation, which we do with very wide splits by the O-line.
Still possible
on
for a fake
punt game. 2 up backs. The punter's in the game. Again, huge splits by the O-line. Snap is back, and they are going to try to do the so-called coffin corner kick. And good news for the Cardinal fans, that's into the end zone and a touchback. So Denison had great field position after a good return to start this drive. Could not capitalize, and the Cardinals will take over after the defense gets a stop. And so the Cardinals offense will come back out on the field, led by offensive coordinator Jason Russell, who is located like about 7 feet away from us in the next booth over there. Trevor Ham is the quarterback for your Cardinals, having a tremendous season thus far. And Nate Adejokin starts at the running back spot, the leading rusher for your Cardinals. First down and 10, Melissa, after the touchback at their own 20-yard line. 3 receivers left, and now they're changing formation. Adejokin comes back to the backfield, so it's 2 receivers to each side. Shotgun for Trevor Ham on first down. Now there's a motion man, and that's Lincoln Dunn, and all of that trickeration, and they hand the ball off to Nate on first down, and he'll pick up 6 yards. Nate Adejokin on the season has rushed 125 times, 891 yards with 9 touchdowns. And he got 6 on that carry. Here's a 2nd and 4 play. Trevor Ham throws it for the first time tonight out to the right side to Lincoln Dunn, right at the sticks. And it's a first down at the 30-yard line. Trevor Ham on the season has completed 94 of 126 passes, 1,291 yards, 23 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Here's the first down play. Nate Adejokin takes a handoff, and he'll go to the right side for a single yard.
23-1 is a pretty good touchdown to interception ratio.
Yes.
You can't really get much better than that. You often don't find much better than that.
I think Jerry Jones would pay $40 million a year to have a 23-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
That's almost what the Texans are going to end up getting, though, with C.J. Stroud.
Don't get too carried away yet. All right, 2nd down, 9. Throw it out to the right side. Jacob Nye, his first catch of the ball game. He stretches that out, and it's going to be 3rd down for the Cardinals. But we have an injury timeout on the field.
I only say that because our man C.J. Stroud broke the record for the most pass attempts to start a career without an interception.
Okay.
And you know whose record he broke?
No.
Dak Prescott.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I say. So, I mean, he obviously doesn't have...
Things have changed over there at Cowboy Land. Okay.
Because Dak
You saved them all up, huh?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sally Green says she's cheering for the Cardinals, and her favorite player, Carson Maynard, watching from Holly Lake Ranch, Texas. Richard Flatley and Beth Flatley watching this and every game, they say. Shout out to our granddaughter, sophomore Alexis Lakota, on the color guard, joining us from Illinois. Thank you very much. Abigail Fitzwater watching from Boston, Massachusetts, cheering on her favorite Cardinal, Gunnar Wilson. So thanks to those who are emailing in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We'll get to these emails as we have time. Let us know where you're watching from and who your favorite player is, and you could say go Black Knights. Army's in action tomorrow. Here we go. 3rd down and 3 after the injury timeout. And give it to Nate Adejokin again, straight over the right side. 1st down. Nice run for Nate. And it's a new set of downs for the Cardinals. Spotted at the Cardinal 44. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Trevor Ham with those 23 touchdowns hands the ball off to Nate Adejokin with those 9 rushing touchdowns. He'll pick up 5 yards on the play. Chelsea Deal checks in. That would be Mrs. Coach Deal Jr. So hello to Chelsea Deal, says go Cardinals. Spot the ball at the 49, right above the Yellow Jacket logo, black and gold. And remember, in Denison, Yellow Jacket is 2 words. Here we go. Throw it out to the left side. Caught by Carson Maynard. His first catch. He's going to break a tackle and have a 1st down into Jackets territory at the 41. Number 9 for the Cardinals with the catch. Clock rolling. Almost 5 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Welliot Electric bringing us our replays here in the first quarter. We appreciate them. First down and 10, and it's going to be a fake pitch, and that play didn't go as planned. Trevor's going to be tackled in the backfield there.
We don't have a number 49 on our roster, but that was a great tackle for loss by number 49 of the Yellow Jackets.
Loss of 4 yards, no huddle, straight to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers right, a tight end to the right. 1 receiver left is Nye. And Yellow Jackets are showing blitz, so Trevor's going to change the play. Need to get you the offensive line starters here in just a moment. Second down, 14. Again, give it to Adejokin, and tough run to the 40. Will bring up third down and 9. Left tackle Ryder Slayton, left guard Jake Brown. The center is Demondre Tasby, the right guard is Owen Hollenbeck, and the right tackle is Grayson Spann. And we have a third down 9 coming up. Lincoln Dunn, Jacob Nye, Carson Maynard in at receiver right now. Jackson Ford, the future Oregon Duck.
Connor Betts at running back right now.
Here's a 3rd and 9 play. Lincoln Dunn in motion. And Trevor steps up in the pocket, throws a 7 route to Lincoln Dunn, drops it in the bucket, and he's going to be touchdown Cardinals, 41 yards out. Great throw and catch from Trevor Ham to Lincoln Dunn. And with 5:52 to go, first quarter, Cardinals on the scoreboard first, 6-0 Cardinals.
Great play design. Coaches now are using the motion man to get a head start, just like they have in the CFL and the Canadian Football League. So Lincoln, they took advantage of his speed. He beat the defensive back on the far sideline, and then easy touchdown. First score of the game for the Cardinals. Extra point is good by Nick Hernandez. And now the Cardinals lead 7-0.
We thank Hollis Texas Style Barbecue for bringing us the extra points in this ball game. Cardinals lead by a touchdown. Here's a replay brought to us by Welliot Electric. There's the motion man that Ross mentioned. A 7 route called post corner by some people. On a route tree, it's a 7. And Lincoln Dunn beats the defender Trace Olson, kept his feet, and goes in for the touchdown. Number 24 on the year for Mr. Trevor Ham. Cardinals lead, and Nick Hernandez, who just made the PAT, will come out for another kickoff.
This will be our second chance to see the Cardinals on defense.
Lincoln Dunn just scored a touchdown, and his grandparents, Tori and Norris Whitmore, watching and cheering on from Santa Clarita, California. You know they love that play. Say we'll be thrilled to come out to Texas for next week's game. So we'll welcome you to the great state of Texas. That kickoff is a short ball. It's a loose ball. The Cardinals dive on it. They think they have it. And let's see whose feet were in bounds when they grabbed possession of that football. The officials are having a chat, and they're going to say Denison football. Brett Wiggins cheering on Trevor Ham and the Cardinals from Palmetto, Florida. Also looking forward to traveling to Melissa next Friday night to cheer on the Cardinals. Go Black Knights, it says. Thank you very much, Mr. Wiggins. But we're Notre Dame fans. That's fine. You can root for them as long as you get the Go Black Knights in there. We appreciate that. So we got the people from Florida and the people from California who will be visiting the great state of Texas next Friday. And we'll welcome you to Estadio de Deal next Friday. First and 10, Yellow Jackets at the 35-yard line. Ty Rhodes at the quarterback spot. Shotgun snap, looks to throw the football, throws a curl route, caught for a nice grab and a 9-yard gain. That tackle there by Dalton DeBabney.
Great pressure by Gunnar Wilson. Had he had an extra half second, that would have been a large sack. So good job by Ty Rhodes getting that ball out in time, seeing his receiver open on the curl route, picking up 9 as opposed to about -7 on that play.
We have another injury timeout on the field, which will allow us to thank another one of our great sponsors.
Hey, Melissa Cardinal fans, looking for the ultimate game day experience? Look no further than the Dugout Sports Grill, located at the Z-Plex in Melissa, right next to Coach Kennedy Stadium. We've got new management and a new menu at the one and only sports bar in town. Catch all the action on one of our 16 TV screens while savoring mouth-watering food. Whether you're looking for to cheer your Melissa Cardinals on or your favorite college or pro team, we've got you covered. Check us out at dugoutsportsgrill.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
And join us on Monday at 5:30 p.m. for the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. After the injury timeout, 2nd down and 1. Yellow Jackets at their 44. Motion man and handoff on jet sweep going right. Turning the corner and will get a 1st down. Tackle there for the Cardinals by Miles O'Neill. 1st down to the near the midfield stripe. We were talking about the meeting of the kickers earlier.
Yes.
Guess who emails in?
I'm going to guess another kicker.
It's actually a former kicker.
A former kicker, yes.
Aiden Pintor checks
Pintor.
in. So we always like to hear from former Cardinal players. Hello to Aiden Pintor. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets at the midfield stripe. Ty Rhodes takes the snap, looks left, throws it behind his intended receiver, which was Ailman. And coverage there by the linebacker, Grayson Donahoe. 2nd and 10. Emma Almazan cheering on her favorite player, number 66, Elijah Almazan, and her second favorite player, that's number 31, Peanut, DK Abrams. Blood is thicker than water, as they say. All right, 2nd down and 10. Ty Rhodes waits for the snap. Looks left, throws left, and a good job there on the tackle. The ball is loose. Knocking it out was DeBabney. Coach Nally says Cardinals get the football. Let's see what the officials say.
We're gonna rule an incomplete pass.
Dalton
jumped and timed that route perfectly. He saw it was a screenplay, hit the receiver immediately. The receiver didn't even have time to hold on to the ball. The ball did come loose, but he did not have firm possession of the ball before he was hit, so it's going to be an incomplete pass. 3rd and long. The Yellow Jackets have had a bit of difficulty on 3rd and long, but make no mistake, they like to go for it on 4th down. So a lot of times, Coach Whitson will tell his players he's going to have 2 downs to get these 10 yards. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a pass.
3rd down, 10. Cardinals showing blitz, and the Jackets hand the ball off, and they go nowhere. Run right into Hayden Solomon. 4th and 10, and here comes the punt team.
Kicker Matthew Rangel. He did have a fake punt last week. I was talking to Coach Hemsley about it, but he said they prepared for it during the week. Lincoln Dunn's back to return this one.
Just over 4 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. Cardinals lead 7-0, about to get the football back.
Very wide stance.
Lots of big splits down there for the O-line of the Yellow Jackets. Good snap. Lefty. And it's not the best punt in the world, but it's going to get a Yellow Jacket bounce. And we'll end up at the 20-yard line. Net 30 on that punt. Cardinals will have the football for the 2nd drive in a row, starting at their 20-yard line after a punt. Richard Ham, that would be Trevor's grandfather and grandmother, Pat Ham, joining us from Michigan. And this is another Golden Domer fan. Go Notre Dame, beat USC.
USC has got a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, that's the guy that everybody in the NFL wants. That'd be Heisman Trophy winner and maybe another.
Maybe another one.
Another one. 1st down and 10, Cardinals at the 20. Trevor Ham straight drop back, throws it left into traffic. That was a dangerous play. Good breaking on the ball by the DB, Kenyon Kelly, for the Yellow Jackets. Incomplete pass.
Kenyon
That guy's
Kelly verbally committed to UTSA. He'll play all over. He's even going to line up at quarterback sometimes for Wildcat. He'll line up a receiver, safety, outside linebacker. He's going to be all over the field. He's the Yellow Jackets' best player, and great play right there by him.
Second down, 10. 2 receivers right, and throwing it right and catching it on his knee, so he's down immediately. That for the Cardinals, that's Kennedy Brantley, but he caught it with one knee on the ground, which means he's down after only a 1-yard gain. He had room to run, but not allowed to do so. Quickly to the line, trips left on 3rd and 9. And I'm trying to get the Jackets to jump, and they do not as we approach the 3-minute mark here, first quarter. Cardinals scored 54 points a year ago and gave up 44. This is only a 7-0 game. Ham has time, rolls to his right, has some pressure now, drops it off late, and can't bring it in. That was Nate Adejokin, the back out of the backfield, couldn't bring it in, incomplete. And the Cardinals punt the football. And that means Peanut, DK Abrams, defensive end, running back, and punter.
And sure enough, Kenyon Kelly's going to be back to return this punt.
Future Roadrunner, as you said. Low snap, and Peanut's going to run the football, and he's got room. He's back to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be taken out of bounds short of the sticks. The ball goes over on downs, and Denison will have great field position as they start this next drive.
Just a few mishaps, a few missed timings on the past few plays by the Cardinals. A little miscues. The Yellow Jackets do have a great field possession, but Cardinals defense has played well. There's the replay right there. Peanut almost made it back in time. Just couldn't outrun all of the Yellow Jackets tacklers, and it's going to be a great field position for the Yellow Jackets, but Cardinals should be able to hold them if they play like they've been playing so far.
Thanks to Welliot Electric for our replays here. Coach Stephen Fryer checks in, Cardinals head basketball coach. Looking forward to watching some hoops this season. Coach Fryer checks in, says go Cardinals. First down and 10 at the 26 after the failed 4th down conversion, and Rhodes fakes the handoff and he throws it back to the running back out beyond the arms of Jack Ailman. Fake it to that guy, roll away from him. He runs a little wheel route out of the backfield. Good play call, but couldn't connect. Incomplete, and we have another injury timeout on the field.
That's 2 times that running back's been open on the wheel route. Fortunately for the Cardinals, both times that pass was not connected, but they will need to adjust and make sure they cover him to ensure they don't get caught for a deep play by him. He's very quick, very agile running back.
We have lots of folks emailing in. We have Caden Shipman cheering on Alex Ruiz. We've got Travis Ray and the family cheering on Grayson Spann from Slidell, Louisiana. David Angel watching in Melissa, Texas. Shout out to Big 63, the center, Demondre Tasby. All right, second down and 10, Yellow Jackets at the Cardinal 26-yard line. And they'll hand the ball off, going right and going nowhere. Hayden Solomon with a big tackle. And that was Ailman again, and he'll lose yardage. Make it 3rd and 13. And we're still in that situation where it's going to be a long field goal or a long 4th down attempt, or the Jackets punted it from the 30 on their previous possession going into the end zone. All right, Cardinals D trying to get a stop on 3rd and 13. 3 receivers left to the wide side, looking left, throwing left, and catching the football, but going nowhere. Pass was completed to Gavin Robertson. You had Dababneh in on that tackle. Jared Patusek there. Landon Brando might have been in the action as well. And here comes the punt game for the Yellow Jackets, actually, they're going to send out the field goal unit. All right, this is number 19, Matt Rangel. He is the punter and the place kicker, a lefty. This will be a 45-yard field goal.
Into the wind. Well,
yes, pretty slight breeze. Here we go, 45-yard kick. It's a nice kick and wide right, no good. He had the leg, and he looked pretty good in the warm-ups. The game clock is kept rolling there for a while, but stopped now at 1:04. And the Cardinals will get the football back at their own 28-yard line, leading 7-0. Trevor Ham, senior quarterback, number 6 in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the short side of the field. And give it to Adajokin. Somebody loses their hat along the way. And Adajokin will pick up 2 yards or so. And unpile the humanity. And we'll have a 2nd down 7 coming up. Last minute of the first quarter. We'll check our scoreboard of our district companions here in a moment. 2nd down 7. And Nate keeps the workload going out to the 36-yard line. We'll make it 3rd and 2. Cardinals do not have to run another play, but I'm sure they shall. Here they go, quickly to the line. Same formation and same play. And getting a 1st down is Adajokin to the 39-yard line. Clock rolling right after they reset the chains.
Good choice by Trevor. The defensive line weren't even on the line at all. They were still 3 or 4 yards back, so good play by him. Get the ball snapped. They had defensive linemen not even on the line yet, so easy first down for the Cardinals. And now it looks like we're going to have a Yellow Jacket timeout.
That's
with
right.
13 seconds left in the first quarter.
Misty Humphreys checking in from Melissa, Texas, and says that was the real Cowboys last Sunday night. Well, we told you before, she's a Cowboys pessimist.
Pessimist?
She's a smart lady. She knows her football. She's an optimist about life, but she's a Cowboys pessimist.
So is she an optimist about another team, or is she just a football pessimist? Or is there a reason for this, or is it just, just to keep things enticing, just to be the
voice of reason? I don't know. But she's definitely a Cowboys pessimist. Our friends in the state of Washington, Jim and Gwen Benson, check in. Ryan and Coach Ryan Hamilton, Coach Casey Hamilton, grandparents. And guess what? They're going to be in Texas next week for the game as well. So
it's homecoming.
I mean, for the people from the state of Washington, the state of California, and the state of Florida, they all got to come to Texas for homecoming?
I guess so.
Wow. It's an expensive homecoming ticket.
Coming home.
Well, yeah.
So,
but it's not their home.
True.
It's our home.
True. They want to come see our home and homecoming.
Okay. 1st down and 10. Throw it out to the left side. It's going to be caught. Nice grab there by Lincoln Dunn. And a late flag comes in that the Yellow Jacket fans do not agree with.
That was a long yellow hanky pass.
That was. The side judge has an arm there.
That was an accurate pass as well, man. One of the best yellow hanky throws I've ever seen. Most accurate, and that was a good yellow hanky throw.
Well, maybe Welliot Electric can bring you a replay of that if you really want to.
They might call targeting.
And they wave it off after that. Wow.
Nothing.
See,
that was going to be on his highlight reel.
I know.
Now it's not in existence anymore.
It's like it never happened. All right, but the catch did. 1st down at the 50-yard line. Ham has a block by Jackson Ford, has a wide open post route. Throw it downfield. How about Lincoln Dunn? Touchdown Cardinals from 50 yards out. Ham to Dunn. Long range strike for the 2nd time as the first quarter clock expires.
You won't find a more wide open receiver than that. Lincoln, incredibly fast, but not only was he fast, he was just wide open. There wasn't anyone anywhere near him. Trevor had all the time to throw it. Lincoln had all the time to catch it, walked in untouched. Easy throw and catch for Ham. 2nd touchdown for Lincoln.
Cardinals set up in the, what we used to call mandatory swinging gate play, but not so mandatory anymore, but they get right back into the regular PAT formation. And your pal, number 17, Jordy Vasquez, on for this PAT out of the Carson Maynard hold. And the kick is up, and it is good, and it's on the roof of the field house over there.
That's happened now both times with the PAT. And there's a guy on the roof to retrieve it. Oh, there we go. Ball's been retrieved.
All right, Coach, I'm ready tonight. What's my job? Okay, sit on the roof and throw the balls back down.
There's 2 of them on the roof, actually. 2 people on the roof.
We got to have a shift.
You gotta have a partner. Yeah, true. Changed each quarter.
Yeah, it'd be lonely up there all by yourself. Okay, so hopefully the ball's back down because the Cardinals need that one back. And they lead 14-0 as the first quarter clock has expired. Cardinals lead by 2 touchdowns. And we're going to check our scoreboard right after we say thank you to another sponsor.
For all of your custom construction needs, home construction needs, use Morales Custom Homes, an honest and trustworthy company who's committed to giving homeowners the experience they deserve, specializing in custom home builds, additions, and remodels. For your next project, call Victor Morales, your locally trusted builder, at 806-626-2045. Again, call Morales Custom Homes at 806-626-2045.
Cardinals lead the Yellow Jackets 14-0. Lovejoy leads Crandall 27-0 at the end of one quarter. Terrell 7, Princeton 0, end of first quarter, as the kickoff is a short one, taken by the Jackets at the 31-yard line, and they'll take over just short of the 40. Mesquite Poteet trailing Greenville 7-3, early second quarter there. So all the games right in the same progress point. And Lovejoy already out to that big lead over Crandall that we were discussing our district standings earlier in the game. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, John Graham joining you from Munson Stadium, the home of the Denison Yellow Jackets. And we are so glad you are joining us tonight. Lots of folks emailing in. We'll get to them as we go along. Remember the address, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Tell us where you're watching or listening from, who your favorite Cardinal is. Tell us who your favorite college football team is if you'd like, and make sure you cheer on the Army team tomorrow. First down and 10 at the 38 for the Yellow Jackets, and they're going to be stopped by the illegal procedure penalty.
I don't think was there any first quarter penalties?
Well, that big thing you made, I bet, the throw of the...
Yeah, see, that doesn't count.
Yeah, besides the one that didn't count that impressed you with the guy's arm, no.
So the Cardinals needed to reduce their penalties, and so far through one quarter they have.
Hey, our keys to the game. They were listening to us.
And stop the run and stay healthy, so
far, so good.
So far, so good. One quarter down, 3 to go.
First and 15 now for the Jackets from their own 33-yard line. Ty Rhodes is going to hand the ball off, going right. And Nigel Smith and Hayden Solomon say no mas. No gain, second and 15. Austin Hall, one of our great IT folks from Melissa ISD, says, let's go Cardinals. They say, great job, Trey and Ross. Thank you all for everything you do for us. Well, thank you, Austin. We couldn't do it if you didn't give us all this equipment, so thank you very much.
For what seems to be the entire Yellow Jacket offense so far, they find themselves behind the chains. So great job by the Cardinals defense, keeping them where it's
Rhodes throws it left behind the line of scrimmage and going to be taken down for another loss. Pushed out of bounds by DeBabney was the receiver, and that receiver is Michael Kennedy, and there was a pretty significant collision down there on the sideline as well. And it's going to bring up third and, well, we'll call it 15 again. 1 minute into the second quarter, Cardinals leading 14-0. You're watching the Melissa Cardinals Network. Rhodes straight drop back, has pressure, rolls to his right, throws it late, and it's going to be a short gain of about 2 yards, and it will bring up 4th and long, and punt time again. Matthew Rangel, the gentleman who missed the field goal on the last drive, will punt it away, the lefty. And Lincoln Dunn, the guy with 2 touchdown catches, is back to return the punt. Clock stopped at 10:43 on that out-of-bounds play. Here's the lefty, and this is a good kick. And Lincoln Dunn will fair catch it at the Cardinal 34-yard line. And assuming the Cardinals got a football back off the roof, they'll come back out here on offense, and they'll spot him at the 35. First down, Melissa. Go Texas Rangers.
Yeah, they haven't lost a playoff game.
5-0 in the 2 sweeps in the 2 rounds.
They saw the Cardinals were undefeated. They figured, hey, why not? You know,
Hey, I like if both of those teams go undefeated the rest of the way,
that's fine by me.
I'll be a happy guy. All right, first down and 10 Cardinals. They'll spot it at the Cardinal 35. 3 receivers, 2 left. Give it to Adejokin going left, and he barrels forward. And they give him I think a relatively short spot. They gave him a gain of 3. I think that's should have been the left foot, not the right foot, but nevertheless, 2nd and 7. Ham resets the play. 2 receivers left to the wide side. Ham looks right, straight downfield for Carson Maynard on the go route. It's a nice grab and a catch. A flag on the play, but he catches the football, and it's going to be a flag of offensive pass interference. So wipe out that nice throw and catch. The side judge says that there was what you call hand fighting or pushing off, which happens on every deep throw in every play. But they're going to call that one on the red and white team. And that is a 10-yard walk-off.
We'll see on the replay. That was the right call. I mean, again, you could say you could call it every play, but there was a little bit of shoving, pushing off. Long 2nd down now for the Cardinals.
Ball spotted at the 23-yard line. And they're going to hand the ball off, and Adejokin has another tough run out to the 32-yard line, which will make it 3rd and 13. 9:49 to go. Clock rolling 2nd quarter. Cardinals leading 14-0.
Lincoln and Carson stacked to left.
3rd down and long. Ham in the shotgun. Has a block there by Adejokin. Now he has to roll to his left. Has pressure. Throws it away. Jacob Nye's in the area. Incomplete pass. And there was some contact on the Cardinals quarterback, and there is no flag for the possibility of roughing the passer. And Peanut will come in, DK Abrams, for his 2nd punt of the night, and the Jackets get a stop here. 9:25 to go 2nd quarter. Cardinals leading by 2 touchdowns, and they're going to punt the football away. Jackets should get good field position.
Kenyon Kelly back deep to receive. We're going to have an official's timeout, however. Not entirely sure what we're doing this for, but probably clarifying the clock or the spot of the ball or something along those lines.
The officials are having a chat. Maybe it's about what dinner plans are after the game.
That's always a good. I mean, you have to know.
I mean, you need plans.
Yeah, maybe the reservation will be full by the time. Maybe
there you go.
That's what they're doing when they open their notebook up. They're
checking off.
Yeah.
Okay. 4th and 13 after the chat is over. It's a good snap. Flag comes down. Peanut gets the kick away, and he gets hit. So we think there's another flag for roughing the kicker. So we got 2 flags in 2 different parts of the field, and we shall see what either flag says. Ross Graham, you know what the announcer's jinx is, right? Like, this guy's never missed a free throw in his life, and then
he does it, yes.
Yeah. Or he's never missed a field goal in his life?
Are you saying I did that?
Yes.
Well, the good news is I believe on this call it's going to be an offside call against the Yellow Jackets, which will be declined. Then it's going to be a roughing the passer on the Yellow Jackets.
But as soon as you said,
as soon as I said that,
we have had no penalties in this game.
And then there was that one offensive pass interference. I have to say, I think that was the first offensive pass interference in the whole season. You don't see that often.
Announcer's jinx.
Yeah, I know, but...
All right, 9:17 on the clock. We will wait for our official. Mr. Williams says it is a false start against the Cardinals and a roughing the passer against the Yellow Jackets. Offsetting, so it will remain 4th down and long. And the Cardinals are going to presumably send the punt game out here again. 9:17 on the clock. And Cardinals have not sent any unit out yet.
I think they believe it's just going to be a...
You got to reset the chains, I guess, is part of what's going on. And here comes the Cardinals, and here comes the punt unit. All right, DK Abrams will punt it again. He stands at his 16-yard line. This one's a good snap. No rush. Gets off a good kick. Taken by the Yellow Jackets. It hits him, and the Cardinals dive on it and grab the football. They're going to have possession inside the 30-yard line. Good job there for the Cardinals by Luke Damel on the punt coverage. Here's our replay by Welliot Electric. You get that kick away. The return man didn't get out of there, and it hit him. Loose ball, free ball, and Luke Damel jumps on it. First down, Cardinals at the 27 of the Yellow Jackets. Thanks to the golf cart guy for bringing us our second quarter replays. And quickly out to the line, offense for the Cardinals, first down and 10. And you got formation change here. Now Maynard split left. And two receivers right. I formation, give it to the up back, which is Jokin to the 22-yard line, gain of 5. You had Lincoln Dunn as a tailback. And
Montgomery and Ford were out far right.
Jason Russell picking all the formations out of the playbook here. They're going to run a screen, and that was intended for Lincoln Dunn. Good job on the pass breakup by Cavante Hain. That was dangerous, and it falls incomplete. Third down coming up for the Cardinals offense. Quickly to the line, two receivers to either side, ball on the right hash.
Montgomery in the backfield.
Quickly out, it's a backwards pass, a double pass to a wide open receiver. Touchdown Cardinals, touchdown Ty Montgomery. They threw the bounce pass to the left side, and they pick up the ball off the ground, throw it to the wide open Ty Montgomery. Jason Russell with the play call. Touchdown
a lot
Cardinals.
Of people talk about Maynard's talents, but not many of them know how good of a passer he is. I've grown up with him since first grade, and I've seen him play quarterback quite a lot, and he does have a great arm, and Coach Russell knows that. Great play design. Trevor wisely made sure it was very much a backwards pass, because otherwise that play would have been messed up, and then Montgomery wasn't even covered at all. He lined up in the backfield. Easy touchdown.
Now they're in the swinging gate play. Maynard is the holder, so he's the quarterback on the swinging gate. He has Gunnar Wilson next to him, and they are going to run the swinging gate. They're going to run quarterback right, Maynard, and he's not going to get it. 2-point play is no good, and your score remains 20-0. Cardinals leading with 8:34. The golf cart guy brings us this bounce pass. Here's the replay. There's Maynard, picks it up, throws it to an absolutely wide open Ty Montgomery in the end zone. Tyler Montgomery's got a touchdown catch, and we have a flag on the 2-point play attempt.
This might have come after the play was already over. It's likely going to be a dead ball foul. We will see who it's against. It also could be offsetting.
Matt Nally down there talking with our officials.
Probably making his reservation choice.
I doubt it.
Oh, you don't think so?
No, I doubt it.
Okay.
All right. Both teams are leaving the field, and we do not have an explanation from the officials. So we'll just move on with our life. 8:34 to go, second quarter. Cardinals leading 20-0. Ross Graham, as you know, we have people joining us from all over the country, all over the world. And it's not often that when we greet our friends from different states and different countries that we say we have a favorite person in an entire country.
Really?
Yeah.
An entire country?
An entire country.
That's high honor.
It is. But our favorite person in the entire country of Tunisia
Tunisia, okay. Who's this?
will be Sarah Salah
Okay.
checking in. Our favorite person in the entire country of Tunisia.
Well, thank you for watching, Sarah.
And not only is she enjoying the Melissa Cardinals Network, she's continuing her education about American football.
Good.
And why not do it with us? All right, the Cardinals were assessed a personal foul, so that was minus 15 yards, so they kick off from the 25. And the Jackets will take the kickoff return from their 30 up the left side, past the 50. They got a seam at the 30, at the 25. Great field position again for the Yellow Jackets on the kickoff return. And
Nick Hernandez on that tackle from the kicker spot.
Yellow Jackets will take over at the Cardinal 25-yard line. And that was a good block downfield and another good return. That was Kenyon Kelly, good athlete, gives the Yellow Jackets good field position. All right, first down 10, Denison. At the Cardinal 25-yard line. Ty Rhodes in the game at quarterback. Two receivers left. He rolls right, option right. Quarterback's going to keep it, puts his foot in the ground, makes a cut, and it's touchdown Yellow Jackets from 25 yards out. And they cut into this Cardinal deficit. And that's a good kickoff return and a nice run by number 2, the quarterback. Touchdown Yellow Jackets.
You're going to see a lot of quarterback option plays. They like to do that. It throws the defense off them. They usually are seeing, but great play by Ty Rhodes. And Cooper Deuce is going to come in for the Yellow Jackets on this extra point play.
The kick is up and good. Yellow Jackets on the scoreboard. Cardinals lead 20-7. You're watching the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with our friends at Game On Sports. And Glenda Atwell checks in from Fort Worth. Don and Glenda are Nigel Smith's grandparents. So shout out to Nigel Smith, to Nate Adejokin, and Owen Hollenbeck. Olga Koza in California is the aunt of Ryder Slayton. So hello to Olga checking in. And we'll read some more as we go along. The email address mcnr@melissaisd.org. Love to hear from you. mcnr@melissaisd.org. All right, Cardinals gave up a short field there after the personal foul penalty. And Denison turns it into 7 points. Cardinals will have a short kickoff. It'll be taken at the 26-yard line, straight up the numbers, out past the 30. Good move. That's Betts on the return. And the Cardinals will have the football. And there's another late flag that comes in. There's what we call in the announcer business extracurricular activity going on. There's another yellow hanky for the chippy stuff. And we'll wait for the officials to have another chat. Coach Whitson thinks it's going to be on the Cardinals.
So if you're a receiver, you're not allowed to run out of bounds right and then be the next person to catch the ball, or do you have to just reestablish yourself? Isn't that a rule? Is it different?
Cannot be the first person to touch the football.
What if you're a tackler? Can you go out of bounds and come back in and tackle? Is that?
You are allowed to do that, but you are required to come into the field as soon as you can. If you get blocked out of bounds, you got to come right back in. You can't run 50 yards down the field out of bounds.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's see where they're going to put the football. It was at the 38 for the Cardinals. However, they're walking in the northerly direction, which is bad news for Melissa. And they walk 15 yards that way. So they're going to spot it at the 24. First and 10 after the 15-yard penalty. Trips right to the short side. Trevor Ham going to get the...
Nate got the direct snap.
That was
there.
the direct snap to Nate, who faked it to Trevor.
We saw that last week as well.
And Nate kept it for a 3-yard gain. Second down, 7. 2 receivers left. Looking right, throwing right, caught by Maynard, and he's pushed out of bounds. And he's going to be short of the sticks. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Cardinals. 7.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Hand the ball going left. Adejokin, first down Cardinals at the 44. I'm sorry, at the 39.
So far, the Yellow Jackets have not found a stop for the Cardinals' running game, so Coach Russell wisely continues to run the ball.
First and 10, hand the ball to Nate, as Ross just said, and as we always call it, a tough run by Adejokin. That's 8 yards.
Connor Betts is going to check in for Nate on this play. And they'll be Kennedy Brantley and Lincoln Dunn as the receivers on the far side. Jackson Ford, Carson Maynard, the receivers to the near side. Ham with a hard count, trying to get the Yellow Jackets to jump off. They don't. Looks for the play call again.
Second down, 2. Cardinals from their own 48. 4 receivers. Jackson Ford in motion. Ham takes the snap, gives it to Betts, and no gain on the play. Runs right into the arms of the D-line for the Yellow Jackets. And it remains 3rd and 2 as we approach the halfway mark of this second quarter. Cardinals leading 20-0.
Adejokin checks back in. And Jacob Nye checks in at wide receiver. 3rd and 2 from the 48.
Third down, 2. Hand the ball to Adejokin. He's not going to get the first down. Decision time for Coach Nally. Does he want to try to pin him deep with a punt? Or, as I presume, he will keep the base offense out there on 4th and 2.
It's going to be the jumbo package, most likely. Peanut's coming in. Colin Craig is coming in. Jacob Wasserman is coming in. And they're going to line up in this straight line formation.
Which means Trevor's going to give him a play call by walking up and down the single file line. Then we'll tell you afterwards what they'll do next. We won't give it away. There you go. And the Cardinals break that little huddle, sprint straight to the line. Quarterbacks get it under center. And they did a shift where the whole O-line moved one man to the left, and they got caught on that trickeration for an illegal procedure penalty, which will turn 4th and 2 into 4th and 7, and that will bring out the punt game.
Would they have all had to still be standing up in order to do that? Once you go down, can you not shift? Is
Correct.
that what they were?
Correct. You need to stay in a 2-point stance, then do the shift, then go to your 3-point stance. And then you got to get everybody set for a whole second once you've moved it. 4th and 7. DK Abrams to punt the football. Kelly back deep, the dangerous return man. Good kick. And it's going to get a Yellow Jacket bounce. And they touch it again and pick it up. dangerously, but they retain possession this time. And Denison will go on offense. 4:58 to go, second quarter. The Cardinals lead 20-0, and let's thank another wonderful sponsor.
George James Realty is your Melissa hometown realtor. For the past 30 years, George has been proud to call Melissa home. Whether you're considering buying a new home, buying a pre-owned home, or selling, George is a realtor to call. More importantly, he has helped many of your friends and neighbors find their home in our wonderful community. Call or text George at 214-536-9994. That's 214-536-9994, or email George at g.james79@sbcglobal.net. It's a great day to be a Melissa Cardinal.
Thank you to George James Realty. First down and 10 Yellow Jackets as they're 26. Rhodes just going to throw a go route down the left sideline over the head of his intended receiver, Thomas Rendon. Good coverage by
Jared
Patusik. Incomplete pass. Second down, 10.
Good clean coverage. Turned his head around to face the ball. Didn't make excessive contact. Textbook coverage right there. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Cardinal fans made their way up the highway here to Denison. They're on the far sideline. We're on the home sideline here. Cardinals in the visitor stands. Second down, 10. Rhodes has two receivers right. Looks to his left. Same play, same receiver, and same result over the head of his intended receiver, Thomas Rendon. Coverage there by DeBabney. And it was like we had deja vu.
Another great job by Jared Patusik and Dalton coming in to help from the safety spot. Exact same play call, exact same result. Third and long as the Yellow Jackets have found themselves for a large part of the night. It would be a big stop for the Cardinals D to try to get the ball back with enough time to score before the half.
Rhodes tries to get the Cardinals to jump, and they do not. Melissa's showing blitz. They are blitzing. Nigel was there, and they get the ball away, breaking a tackle and getting a first down on a tough run. That's a game of inches. They were inches away from the quarterback. They were inches away from a tackle in the backfield, and neither one of those worked, and Jack Ailman took a screen pass all the way to the 46, first down Jackets, and now they're in hurry-up mode. And they take the snap, and they give it to Ailman, and that fella who just caught the ball will run the football for 3 yards.
Tackle there by Miles O'Neill, along with Alex Ruiz at the defense at the nose guard spot.
Second down, 7, and Rhodes is changing the play. Looks over to the home side to Coach Brent Whitson. Told you we're up here on the 4th floor of the press box. On our left side is the Denison radio team, and on our right side is the Melissa coaching booth. So they cheer at different times, you would think. Second down and 7, quarterback keeper by Rhodes, and he'll pick up a single yard. 3rd and 5.
Tackle by Micah Finan and Grayson Donahoe on that play to be a 3rd and medium for the Yellow Jackets. 3.5 minutes to go in the half. Down by 13.
No huddle, but no hurry here for the Jackets. 2 receivers right, 1 left on 3rd and 5 from the midfield stripe. Option right, and Rhodes is going to keep it, break a tackle, and push the pile for a first down. That's a tough run by the quarterback. He has their 1 touchdown tonight. And there's a lot of extracurricular going on right now. Stop the clock, exactly 3 minutes to go as we have another chat with our officials. Our referee, Joel Williams, has been busy lately.
Should be unsportsmanlike against the Yellow Jackets.
It is a personal foul against the Cardinals. So that's 15 more. That's the second time in just the last few plays Cardinals have given up 15. Remember, on the last drive, they lost 15 on the kickoff because of a personal foul on the two-point attempt. First and 10, Yellow Jackets at the Cardinal 24-yard line. This is a historic, tough program, and Cardinal fans need to know they were going to get into a tough ball game tonight, and they are. Rhodes throws it deep down the left sideline. There's that same play, and it's also incomplete. Rendon covered by DeBabney on the go route down the left sideline, and DeBabney with another good coverage.
And Jared Petusik as well. He turned his head around wisely. Had he not, they might have called DPI in that play. So great job by him, turning his head around, got his hand in the line of where he was trying to catch the ball. So far, they've done that play 3 times on this drive, and so far they've been unsuccessful every time, thanks to the great defense by Jared Petusik.
Here comes second down, and the play's going to be stopped for a penalty flag.
Going to be false start on the Yellow Jackets. Bring it back 5 yards. It's going to be second down and 15. Two and a half minutes to go in the half.
Second down and 15 from the 29-yard line. Cardinals showing blitz. Now they back off as Ty Rhodes resets the offense.
5 seconds on the play clock.
That was Miles O'Neill showing the blitz.
2 seconds, 1 second. That's going to be a timeout. Yellow Jackets, otherwise they would have had a second straight penalty and a delay of game.
Stops the clock. 2:31 to go in the second quarter. Take a moment to check the scores from our other district mates. It's getting ugly down in Lovejoy, Lucas, Texas. The Leopards lead the Crandall Pirates 48-0 late second quarter. Terrell leads Princeton 28-0 late second quarter. And Greenville leads Mesquite Poteet 28-3 at half.
Greenville's keeping their playoff hopes alive by beating Poteet. And Terrell's keeping their playoff hopes alive as well. Terrell's a great team. They just got stuck with 2 great opponents the first 2 playoff district games, that is, against Cardinals and the Leopards.
All right, after the timeout, Denison offense back out on the field. Second and 15 from the 29. Cardinals lead 20-7. Rhodes fakes the handoff, looks for a drag route, rolls to his right, has a man wide open, and they make the catch, and they're going to go in for another touchdown. A defensive lapse there, and they let the man get loose. That's Jack Aylman, who's played a good game for the Yellow Jackets, and the Cardinals defense gives up another touchdown, and our score is 20-13 now. And Rangel will come on for the PAT. PAT is good, and the Cardinals lead 20-14. 2:22 to go in the second quarter. Cardinals lead 20-14 on that touchdown pass from Ty Rhodes to Jack Aylman. Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors.
Red Carpet Realty rolls out the red carpet for all of your real estate needs. We help you achieve financial success by selling high and buying low. Call 972-343-8987, 972-343-8987, or visit redcarpetrealtyusa.com. We want you to be our next VIP.
We thank all of our wonderful sponsors, including the First Melissa Church family. We invite you this Sunday morning to join us, 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. Go to firstmelissa.com to find out more. With 2:22 to go in the second quarter, our old friend Vin Scully would call it deuces wild. And it's going to be a short kick, and it's going to be picked up by the Cardinals and go out of bounds.
That was a really smart play by Christian.
Make sure you catch it with your feet out of bounds, which makes the kickoff be out of bounds, which is a penalty.
Even if the ball wasn't necessarily going to roll out of bounds per se, since he caught it while his feet were out of bounds, the kickoff is ruled out of bounds, and it's a penalty. So great heads-up play, great awareness by Christian. Cardinals are going to have just over 2 minutes left in the half.
That's officially called a penalty of illegal procedure. So Cardinals will take it at the 30-yard line. Melissa has 2 timeouts remaining. Coach Whitson of the home team has 1. Melissa leads by 6 points. Here's the offense. Nate Adejokin stands next to Trevor Ham. Motion man is Lincoln Dunn. And give it to Adejokin, going right, has a seam and a first down. And showing some speed out there to the 47-yard line, quick 17 yards.
Clock stops to move the change. He dove there at the end a little bit as well to gain some extra yards. Cardinals are going very fast. The chains are not even set. Fake it to Adejokin. Quick pass to Lincoln Dunn. Spin move, another first down. They're going to call him about half a yard shy. But there is an injury timeout, so 1:54 left in the second quarter. Officials timeout.
There is an injury timeout that will allow both teams to reset. 1:54 to go. And now the Cardinals will come back out on the field. Second down 1 at the 44 of the Yellow Jackets. Cardinals again have 2 timeouts for the final 2 minutes. 2 receivers right, 1 left, which is the wide side, and Trevor looks left, throws left, and it's caught to the left for a first down, pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line. That's Maynard on the catch. First down Cardinals, quickly to the line of scrimmage. Jackets defense
not set at all. Lincoln's wide open.
Trevor rolls to his left, avoids the pressure, throws it late. It's going to be caught. And a flag comes in as he is knocked out of bounds. That's Maynard.
It's going to come back against the Cardinals. They're going to call an ineligible man downfield. More than likely, it's going to come back. That's the toughest part about those RPOs. O-linemen get to go down farther on run plays than they do on pass plays. So in a play like that, when Ham chose to keep the ball, they're going to get penalized for having the O-lineman too far down the field.
All right, Ross, we're going to make a special request.
Okay.
Coach Stephen Fryer checked in, the Cardinals head basketball coach. So, Coach Fryer, I assume you're still listening. If so, we want you to email us back in with a preview. Give us a couple of interesting notes about the upcoming hoop season for the Cardinals. And say go Black Knights Army football while you're doing it. But we'll get a little preview of the Army basketball season from the man himself. All right, the ball spotted. It was -5 against the Cardinals. 1st and 15 now at the 39-yard line. Ball's on the left hash. You got 2 receivers and a tight end to the left. 1 receiver split right is Jacob Nye. Ham looks for the snap on 1st and 15. Lincoln Dunn in motion. Snap is back, fake the handoff, throw it deep down the left sideline. Contact and a catch and a wrestling match down to the 3-yard line.
Great play by Carson. He has a significant height advantage over the Yellow Jacket defensive back. Great play, high pointing the ball, bringing it in, maintaining contact as a second defensive back came to try to knock the ball out. And a tough run down to the 4-yard line. A minute 20 left in the half.
Here's our replay brought to us by the golf cart guy. And now the Cardinals on the first and goal play. Ham's going to keep it and go nowhere. Now, at this point in time, you'd like to let some clock roll because you don't want to give the other team any time left to run anything post-score. Clock rolling at 54, 53. Here's a second and goal from the 4. And Nate Adejokin takes it in for his 10th rushing touchdown on the season. With 48 seconds, Cardinals' lead is back to 2 touchdowns. It's 26-14.
The base offense is going to stay out, try to make this a full 2-touchdown lead. Coach Nally's going to use a timeout, though, to try to set up this play call.
Here is the touchdown run by Adejokin. The replay brought to us by the golf cart guy. And nice hole there. Excellent blocking downfield. That was Jackson Ford and Hollenbeck there. Good job by the Cardinals. Thanks to the golf cart guy. There's the timeout in the chat. Coach Nally's over there chatting up the officials, as he is wont to do. And one of the Coach Hamiltons down there in the huddle.
Along with Coach Phelps.
I suppose, since we're going to be grammatically correct, one of the coaches Hamilton.
Coaches Hamilton.
It's like attorneys general.
Not Coach Hamilton's?
I think it's coaches Hamilton.
Okay. I mean, if you're going to use grammar right, sometimes you better use it right all the time. You know?
Yeah. Coaches Hamilton. That's what we're going with. All right, here comes the 2-point play. And as Ross said, the base offense is out there. Cardinals lead by 12. And change the formation to over right. And Ham's going to roll to his right and throws it back to his left, and it's an incomplete pass. It was underthrown. Had a man open. That was Jackson Ford on the tight end drag route, but the ball was underthrown, and for a second time tonight, the 2-point play is no good. And we have 48 seconds to go until halftime. We've just heard from our friend Coach Russell Sr., Coach Barry Russell, and Jill Russell watching from beautiful downtown Midland, Texas. Coach Russell Sr., you got what you wanted. That was a Rangers and Astros American League Championship Series. Now just make sure you're rooting for the Rangers and not the Astros. The Baseball Coaches Hall of Famer should know a few things about that sport. But let's go Rangers. Kirk Jack checks in, says, good evening, go Cardinals, and Boomer Sooner. You know he's happy about last Saturday. And he's kind of sorry that Coach Deal's not here to hear him talk about Boomer Sooner. But I bet he's watching and listening, so he just heard you. All right, that short kick is going to be taken by the Yellow Jackets, and good kick coverage. And with 46 seconds to go in the half, each team with 1 timeout remaining. Cardinals leading by 2 touchdowns. Trying to get a stop here before the halftime break. Both bands have made their way down to the field, getting ready for their halftime performances. And as usual, Jerry Wharton and the mighty Cardinal Band traveled here to Denison, Texas with lots of stuff. First and 10 at the 34. Cardinals not showing blitz. Rhodes throws it to a little flare pass, incomplete. Ailman couldn't bring it in. And second down 10, 42 seconds. This is game number 7 for your Cardinals. 6-0 on the year, 3-0 in the district. Started the year preseason ranked number 1 in Class 5A football, and they hold on to that spot right now. Here's a second down, trips left. Nigel Smith tried to bat that one down, went beyond his reach. Passes completed for a very short gain. Catch by Michael Kennedy, but the clock is rolling. 28 seconds. Cardinals have 1 defensive timeout should they choose to use it.
Landon Brando on that last tackle as well from the safety spot.
I can tell you how I know they're not going to, if I'll tell you in a moment. As the clock is rolling at 11 seconds. Ty Rhodes at 6 seconds. He's going to run one more play, and he snaps the football.
He's going to chunk it.
He's going to roam around, and he's going to be sacked there by Peanut. And the way we all knew that, or those of us in the booth knew that Coach Nally wasn't going to call a timeout, is because the Cardinal coaches next door were packing up and leaving before that play. So they're headed downstairs, and we're going to take you downstairs in a few minutes to enjoy the performance of the mighty Cardinal Band. We do thank John Graham for being on the stat board tonight, and we're going to check our halftime stats. And our Cardinals lead 26-14. Trevor Ham is 11 of 13 passing for 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nate Adejokin almost at 100 yards in the first half. 17 carries, 93 yards, and a score. And Lincoln Dunn is the leading receiver tonight. 6 catches, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So thank you. Great job, John Graham, on our halftime stats. Cardinals lead 26-14. And we'll tell you that Coach Peel's daughter, Miss Mallory Peel, checks in. One of our youngest and most faithful Cardinal fans. We'll check our halftime stats. We just did that. Now we'll check our scores. Halftime still, Greenville leads Mesquite Poteet 28-3. Halftime, Terrell leads Princeton 28-0. Halftime, Lovejoy leads Crandall 62-0.
62-0.
At the halftime break, those Leopards are putting it on the Pirates. That's the mighty Cardinal Band right there entering the field. And the officials are trying to get off the field. So the mighty Cardinal Band is going to begin their performance here. Thanks for emailing in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We always love to hear from you. Tell us where you are in the world and who your favorite Cardinal player or student is. Tell us who your favorite college football team is. Make sure you say Go Army Black Knights and Go Texas Rangers. All right, we're going to send it down to the field. You're going to enjoy the performance by the award-winning mighty Cardinal Band, and we'll be back in a few minutes. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham on the Melissa Cardinals Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, traveling from the heart of North Texas, deep in Cardinal Nation, we welcome you to tonight's halftime entertainment. Melissa High School is proud to present the 2023 Melissa High School award-winning Mighty Cardinal Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Jerry Morgan, Zachary Robinson, David Landry, Dahlia Lee, Clay Singletary, Chris McHenry, Michelle Hannigan, and Marley Gordon. Additional staff includes Stone McCauley. Tonight, the band is led under the field command of drum majors Ryan Farrell, Kyle Nichols, and Addison Thomas. The section of the week is the flutes. Tonight, the Mighty Cardinal Band will be performing their 2023 UIL competition show entitled The Process. Drum major Ryan Farrell. Is your band ready? You may begin your performance.
I was walking along, minding my business, when out of an orange-colored sky, flash, bam, Alakazam, wondered who you came by. I was not a consumer, drinking in sunshine, when out of that orange-colored view, flash, bam,
Superintendent Keith Murphy, and Deputy Superintendent Staff Robert Rich, and Ken Beautiful. Melissa High School's principal Marcus Eckert, the Melissa Booster Club, and our awesome band parents for their unwavering support. Cigarette Teacher of the Week is Miss Valerie Walter. And Coach of the Week is Coach Mullen. Continuing your halftime entertainment, Denison ISD is proud to present to you the Denison High School Touch of Gold Marching Band. This week, the Touch of Gold will perform their 2023 contest show. The program is entitled Midnight Avenue and features original jazz-inspired music composed by Matt Hightower and percussion by Josh Powell. The band member of the week is sophomore student leader Alyssa Montgomery. The color guard member of the week is junior Miley Stewart. The section of the week are the trumpets, sousaphones, and percussion. Thanks for working hard on Monday. Color guard Captain Galen Wood and drum majors Michael Bolton, Ashton Reese, and Presley Hall, you may take the field. Directors of the Denison High School Touch of Gold Marching Band are Melissa Lewis, Austin Armstrong, and Matt Zitford. The Touch of Gold is having the spirit ride at the Solid Grove State Middle School up for 503 this evening. Stop by anytime tonight and listen to the band, and they will receive...
Welcome back to the Melissa Cardinals Network. It is halftime here at Munson Stadium in Denison, Texas, as your Cardinals lead the home team, Denison Yellow Jackets, by a score of 26-14. Hello, welcome to our booth here on the fourth floor. This is Trey Graham, that's Ross Graham, and down the way there's John Graham on the stat board tonight. We are so glad you are spending your Friday evening with us. The Cardinals have a tough slog here in Grayson County. This is a tough ball club, the Denison Yellow Jackets. As we said, they've been playing high school football here for over 100 years, and the Cardinals have a difficult opponent and, to be honest, some mistakes of their own that have kept them to a 26-14 score. It is about to be time for the second half. The Cardinals will be coming back out here in just a moment, but let's take a moment to look back at some of the highlights from the first half. Team entering the field at the opening kickoff. Here's a defensive play by your Cardinals. A sack there by Micah Finan. On the Cardinals offense, Trevor Ham throws it out to Maynard, who makes a man miss. Nice tough run there by senior number 9. And then here is Trevor Ham's great touchdown pass. Drop it in the bucket to Lincoln Dunn on the 7 route. Touchdown Cardinals. And then here's the attempted run for a first down by D.K. Abrams. Showed some good speed, not quite able to convert that one. Here is Trevor Ham. Steps up, throws it again on a post route, wide open. Lincoln Dunn's second touchdown pass of the night. Here is a punt by D.K. Abrams. The ball bounced off the return man, and Luke Damel with some good hands jumped on that one. Here's the double pass. Touchdown pass from Maynard to Tyler Montgomery, wide open in the end zone. And fake it to Adejokin, and Ham hit as he threw the football, throws it up. Maynard grabs it, took it down to the 3-yard line, and then Nate Adejokin pushes it across. And Nate Adejokin has 93 yards rushing in the first half. Thanks to the LaCour Family Foundation for being our replay sponsor there. And before we get you ready for the second half kickoff, we'll have a chance to thank another wonderful sponsor.
Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning is your proud Melissa Cardinal sponsor, serving Collin County since 1975 and providing you with experienced professionals with quality service. They offer upfront pricing before the job is done and a 2-year parts and labor warranty on repairs. There are no overtime charges, 24-hour emergency service, and a live operator. Visit our website at hutchinsinc.com for more information. And if you need service, mention Cardinal Nation to receive 15% off of your repair.
Thank you to Hutchins for being one of our great sponsors. We do have a lot of folks who are emailing in tonight. We love to hear from you. mcnr@melissaisd.org. mcnr@melissaisd.org. Chris and Tony Mallory checking in, as they always do, from South Dakota. Sherry Stevens checking in from Kansas, cheering on the Cardinals. Her grandsons, Jake Patusik, number 8, and Jared Patusik, number 16. And we don't get this shout out very much. Go Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs, huh?
Yeah, they had a pretty good win last night on Thursday Night Football. From White House, Texas native. That quarterback's pretty good.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. From White House, Texas.
Cardinals played White House.
Back in the day, that's right.
Not while Patrick Mahomes was there. It was a couple years
No, it
after
was
he
a
had
little
left.
bit after Mahomes had departed. Moved out there to Lubbock. All right. The Cardinals won the opening coin toss, chose to defer until the second half, so they will get the offense first here in the third quarter. Cardinals send the return unit out there. Rangel will kick the ball off. It's going to be a line drive on the ground, and Lincoln Dunn will pick it up at his 16-yard line, out past the right side on the 20, and out past the 30-yard line. Good field position. Cardinals lead 26-14. Just underway here in the third quarter. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you on the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with our friends at Game On Sports. Cindy Galvin says, shout out to our son, Alex Luna, number 61. Sister, brother, mom, and dad are watching from home today. Go Alex, go Cardinals. Thank you to Cindy. First down and 10, Melissa at their own 32-yard line. 3 receivers left to the wide side. Trevor Ham in the shotgun. He's going to hand it to Adejokin. He makes another cut, and he'll pick up about 6 on the carry. Second down, 4 coming up. Just underway here in the second half. Cardinals are 6-0 on the season, trying to match the all-time best season start for a Cardinals football team at 7-0. And they're going to hand the ball off, and Nate Adejokin has a first down, and he's now over the century mark on the ball game.
Kenyon Kelly on that stop for the Yellow Jackets, had he not been there to make the play, it would have gone all the way to the house. So good defensive play by the Yellow Jackets. Good run by Adejokin still nonetheless.
First down at the 42 of the Cardinals. 2 receivers right, 1 left is Maynard. And why not give it to Nate Adejokin, and he'll pick up another 8 yards. Well, we're going to only give him 7 on that spot. And we're 1 minute into the third quarter. Cardinals showing a little bit of ball control offense here. Second down, 3. Offense back to the line before the defense is even set. Give it to Nate, and he'll take it for another first down. And there's some more extracurricular. No flags, but Matt Nally says, where is the flag for said extracurricular activity? First and 10, Cardinals at the 48 of the Yellow Jackets. 2 receivers right to the short side, but Ham looks left to the go route to Maynard on the left side, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. And again, contact, but no yellow hanky, incomplete. And it's going to be second down and 10. 10 and a half minutes to go, third quarter. Cardinals will send Kennedy Brantley in at the receiver spot, replacing Maynard on that play. Second down. Ham takes the snap and gives it to Connor Betts, who's checked in at running back, and he will pick up 5. And more
The ball came out, but
chippiness.
Betts was down before the ball came loose. It's going to be a Cardinal ball. So far, the Cardinals have come out trying to dominate the run game in the second half. They've done so far, already taken 2 minutes off the clock.
Betts was in for 1 carry, and now Adejokins back in on third down. They fake it to him. They throw it out to the right flats, complete to Lincoln Dunn. Short gain will bring up 4th down for the Cardinals offense. And Maynard will check back in at receiver. It's going to be 4th and 3. Base offense stays on the field. Maynard in. Brantley. Somebody has to leave. There's Brantley leaving. Here's 4th and 3. Trips right to the short side. Trevor Ham trying to get the defense to jump, and they do not. 12 on the play clock as they reset the formation. Now Lincoln Dunn comes across the ball. Now it's twins left, split right, tight end left, and looking at the tight end, and Ham's going to go down for a sack, and the ball's going to go over on downs, and the Yellow Jackets are going to get the defensive stop, the sack there by one of their captains, Jacoby DeHorney.
Yellow Jackets showed blitz. Cardinals tried to audible out of it to get better protection. The Yellow Jackets won on that defensive play, though. They're going to have great field position. Now it's going to be up to the Cardinals to answer back with a great defensive stop of their own. So far, they have forced a lot of 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down and long. And the Cardinals will need to look to continue to do that in order to get the ball back and prevent the Yellow Jackets from scoring.
1st and 10, Denison, their first play of the second half. They have it at their own 47. Motion man. Ty Rhodes has gone all the way at quarterback. He runs option right. The pitch man was the motion man, and he'll pinch the football, and they'll pick up about 6 on that carry.
Brando on that tackle.
Number 0. And you know the rule, right? You can wear number 0.
But not 00.
You cannot wear 00. You can wear 3 or 33, but you can't wear 00. All right, 2nd down and about 4. Hand the ball off to Ailman, and he goes nowhere. 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be Nigel Smith and Hayden Solomon on that tackle.
Our producer, Cookie's asking the question, why can't you wear 00? And that's because the NCAA makes up weird rules.
NBA can wear 00, right?
I think the whole world can wear it, but not NCAA rules.
I don't think NFL
No,
can.
NFL you can't, so it must be a football thing. High school football in Texas mirrors NCAA rules. That's a pass out to the right side. It's going to be caught for a 1st down. The pass was caught by Jaden Crowley. Coverage for the Cardinals by Dalton DeBabney, and it's 1st down Jackets, and they're going to try to push the pace down by 2 touchdowns. Fake the handoff, looks right, throws right, 1-man route, throws it up over the head of the same 2 people. Crowley covered by DeBabney, incomplete pass.
The ball was well overthrown, but that was good coverage as well by Dalton. He has a height advantage over Crowley. Good coverage there, clean contact. Jared Petusic's not going to check into the game to guard him. To cover him, he's played well tonight as well. But that ball was well overthrown, out of the hands, out of the reach of either one of those players.
Just under 8 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. No scoring so far in the 3rd stanza. Here's a 2nd and 10. And fake the handoff. Rolling left is Rhodes. He's chased down by Nigel Smith. He breaks that contact, and he's going to be able to pick up some positive yardage, showing some speed. He does go out of bounds, pushed that way by Micah Finan. And we're going to have an injury timeout on the field.
Great pursuit there by DK Abrams and Nigel Smith. Rhodes just barely avoided both of their sacks. It would have been a loss of over 10 yards. Great job by him to gain 2 yards instead of lose about 12.
Clock stops, 7:47 to go during one of our injury timeouts. Now we'll thank another wonderful sponsor.
Are you looking for a reason to smile this season? Visit Melissa Dental and Orthodontics, where their passion is providing you and your family with the personalized, gentle care that you deserve. Dr. Allen and his team offer a full range of oral health care, from general and restorative dentistry to cosmetic options and orthodontics. Their state-of-the-art facility is conveniently located off Sam Rayburn Highway in Melissa, where they are ready to see your smile today. Go Cardinals.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors as we do each game, bring you the wonderful folks who bring us this broadcast, including the First Melissa Church family. So we will invite you once again this Sunday morning, 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. Go to firstmelissa.com to find out about our church home so we can welcome you on Sunday morning, 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. Go to firstmelissa.com. A few more emails to check out for you. Shelly Everhart watching her favorite Cardinal, Carson Maynard, from Shelly and Nolan in Bradenton, Florida. And we got another Go Kansas City Chiefs shout out from Shelly Everhart. Emmanuel Almazan, shout out to number 66, Elijah Almazan, one of the junior offensive linemen. Dad's watching the ball game while at the office, and he's predicting a Cowboys loss on Monday night as well. So thank you to Mr. Almazan for checking in. And there's an injury on the field, and again, there's medical attention being given to the player involved. So we're going to continue with a break in the action, and we're going to get our requested update from Cardinals basketball coach Stephen Fryer right after we thank another wonderful sponsor.
A Melissa Cardinal since birth and now serving the area for all of your real estate needs, residential or commercial. Trust Skylar Ammons to get you to the end zone of your next real estate transaction. Call or text today at 469-667-8456. 469-667-8456. Skylar Ammons with the Brooks team, Remax Four Corners McKinney, and a former Cardinal athlete herself, and is now a proud sponsor of Melissa Cardinals Athletics.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. And we asked earlier, Coach Stephen Fryer, the Melissa Cardinals boys basketball coach, to give us an update. And while we await the medical attention being given to one of the players on the field, Coach Fryer says, we're excited to get a great year of hoops started. Our boys are playing a loaded schedule to get them prepared for district, and we can't wait to get going. As you see the Cardinal fans, and you were looking at another camera angle, you would see the Denison players from both teams on a knee out of respect for the player who is injured. And so both teams are taking a moment to say a prayer for the player who is injured and give respect. There's the home team, Denison Yellow Jackets, doing the same thing. So both teams showing their respect and a prayer for the young man. To continue Coach Fryer's statement, our first event to kick off the basketball season is our Melissa Madness, which is October 25th. Doors open at 6:45, and it's free for everyone to attend. He says, pack the stands, wear your Cardinal red, enjoy a fun-filled night of games, live DJ, three-point contest, cheerleader performances, and a chance to meet the boys and girls varsity players. Go Cardinals. And again, that's from head basketball coach Stephen Fryer. While we await the medical attention, we will continue to let you see what's going on with the sidelines. Both teams have left the field. As you've undoubtedly noticed, we're not showing any of the medical attention being provided for the player, but we are showing you the teams which have both respectfully retreated to their own sidelines while the medical personnel are doing their best to give proper attention. We have 7:47 to go in the third quarter. Cardinals lead 26-14. And we'll check the other scores in our district. Lovejoy led Crandall 62-0 at half, and now midway through the third quarter, it remains 62-0. There are the fans from both teams cheering on the young man who is being escorted off the field. And everyone is very happy to see the medical personnel providing excellent care to the young man as he is being helped off the field. Lovejoy has just scored, so it's now 69-0 over Crandall midway through the third quarter. Terrell all over Princeton, 42-0 midway through the third quarter. Greenville leads Mesquite Poteet 42-10 after 3 quarters. Here we are, middle of the third quarter, and after the injury timeout, we resume action with a 3rd down and 8 play coming for Mesquite Poteet. I'm sorry, that was last week's game. How about the Denison Yellow Jackets? 3rd down and 8 for the Yellow Jackets. Snap is back. Give the ball to Ailman on the handoff, and he'll pick up a gain to the 30-yard line. It will bring up 4th and short for the Yellow Jackets. Quickly to the line of scrimmage on 4th and 1. They're going to give it to Ailman again, and he will have a 1st down. Tough run to the 25-yard line. 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. And Denison's pushing the pace here on this drive, down by 2 touchdowns. The snap, the throw to the right side, deep down the right sideline, intended for a Crowley again. It's going to be intercepted for the Cardinals. And it's going to be a touchback. And the Cardinals D gets a turnover, and Melissa will take over on offense.
Jared's played great all night. He's had great coverage, and that was the best one of them all right there. He high-pointed the ball, turned his head back perfectly to look for the ball, and he caught it. Interception. First interception of his varsity career by Jared Petusik, as we'll see on this replay. He maintains good distance from the receiver, good contact, turns his head back around, goes up for the ball, lands back on it, catches it. It was underthrown, and he was in front of the receiver, so those 2 things combined with his coverage allowed him to intercept that ball. Cardinals take over at the 20-yard line.
Thanks to the LaCour Family Foundation for bringing us that replay. Great job there by Jared Petusek. On 1st down after the touchback on the interception, they hand the ball off to Nate Adejokin, who picks up 12 yards. Quickly to the line for the Cardinals. Trips left to the wide side on 1st down and 10. And they're going to try to hand the ball to Adejokin, but there's trouble on the exchange, and the ball's on the ground. Ham has to fall on it, and the Cardinals will lose a yard. You don't see those type of miscues much. Cardinals offense is pretty smooth with the ball handling. Here's 2nd and 11 as we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter. And throw it out to the left side. Lincoln Dunn, and he's tackled by the shoestrings. And there's that nice tackle there.
Trace Olson for the Yellow Jackets. Good tackle there. Lincoln was unable to step out of the tackle and is going to end up losing another 2 yards, which is going to be 3rd and 14, 3rd and 13 for the Cardinals.
Ball's on the left hash, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Ham looks left, and it's a stop-and-go route to Maynard, who throws it down the left sideline, and there's all kinds of coverage, and Maynard gets out of the grasp and goes down there and makes a diving catch for a 1st down. Nice job, Carson Maynard, on the catch.
Great play. He was able to escape the first defensive back who was covering him, and then another safety came in late and made contact with him, but he was able to hold on to the ball. Great play by Carson. Another great connection between Trevor and Carson, as we've seen all season.
Lincoln Dunn in motion on first down from the 33-yard line, and Ham is looking for Maynard again, but he rolls right, pulls it down late, throws it late to Lincoln Dunn in the right flats, and he'll pick up about 3 on that dump down pass. Ball spotted at the Yellow Jacket 30-yard line. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. No score so far in the second half. Split right is Kennedy Brantley. The Twins left. That would be Maynard and Lincoln Dunn. Here's 2nd and 7. Throw the little curl route to Lincoln Dunn. A bit overthrown by Ham. It went through Lincoln's hands and close to being picked off there, but it falls harmlessly to the artificial turf. Incomplete, makes it 3rd and 7. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. 3rd and 7 from the 30-yard line. Motion man is done. And give it to Nate Adejokin, who's going to have a first down and a breakaway. 10-5, touchdown Cardinals. Touchdown Nate Adejokin from the 30 yards out. Touchdown Nate Adejokin, who's going to be striving for 200 yards rushing tonight.
What do you do when you need a big play on a big third down? Give it to Nate, wide open, big hole by the interior offensive lineman. Great run, great speed, eluded the defensive backs. Big touchdown run for Nate Adejokin.
Here's our 3rd different kicker on PATs tonight. This one is Sham McGregor. The kick is up and good. And the Cardinals lead 33-14. Thanks to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue for bringing us this extra point. And the LaCour Family Foundation brings us our replay. Hand the ball off to Nate Adejokin. Breaks a tackle and shows great speed. Bad pursuit angle there by the Jackets defense. And Nate Adejokin's speed takes it to the house. Here's another look at it. And once that first man missed, it was track star to the house. 30 yards, touchdown. Nate Adejokin. Cardinals lead 33-14. And as we get ready for a kickoff, we'll thank another wonderful sponsor.
Hello, Melissa Cardinals. Melissa Pediatric Dentistry specializes in high-quality dental care for the little smiles that matter most. Dental visits can often feel overwhelming and scary for parents and kids alike, so we've decided to splash in some fun at Melissa Pediatric Dentistry. Dr. Andrew Heath welcomes children of all ages, including medically compromised and special needs patients. Come learn, grow, and smile with us.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. And here's another kicker. This is Nick Hernandez. We'll kick this one short. Taken by the Yellow Jackets at the 33, and we'll dive forward to the 35. And more chippiness. 4:54 to go, third quarter. Cardinals lead 33-14. And they need to spot the football there on the 35-yard line. Mr. Umpire, we'll put that down there. Cardinals led 26-14 at half. Just had a nice touchdown run from Nate Adejokin. John Graham, how many yards is Nate at this point?
155.
155.
Averaging nearly 7 yards a carry.
Great job, John Graham, on the stat board over there. Here's the Yellow Jacket offense. First down at their own 35-yard line. Motion man, Ty Rhodes rolls right again. They're going to go halfback pass, and they're going to throw it over the head of everybody. That was intended for Crowley. Good coverage there by Jared Patusek. The motion man became the pitch man. Quarterback optioned it back to him, and the pitch man threw the football over the head of Crowley. Incomplete pass.
That was a nice play design. Fortunately for the Yellow Jackets, actually, that ball was underthrown. Had it not been, Jared would have likely intercepted that ball again. So it was a good design, not quite executed to perfection, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
4:47 to go, third quarter. Here's Ty Rhodes, junior number 2, has gone all the way tonight for the Yellow Jacket offense. He'll hand the ball to his leading rusher, Ailman, who has a nice gain of 8 yards. We'll bring up 3rd and short.
The Cardinals number 7, Gunnar Wilson.
3rd and short for the Yellow Jackets. Big 3rd down for the Cardinals. Going to stop here, force a punt.
Base defense, 3-4. Miles O'Neill's one of the outside backers on the left. Gunnar Wilson, outside backer on the right. Here's 3rd and 2. Rhodes is in the shotgun. Snap is back, give it to Ailman, and he's going to have a first down. Tough run to the midfield stripe. As we hit the 4-minute mark, Cardinals 6-0 on the season. Trying to stay undefeated and number 1 ranked. They're going to give the ball to Ailman again. It's been a workhorse battle between Ailman on the Yellow Jacket side and Adejokin on the Cardinals side. Gain of 2.
Good tackle by Hayden Solomon. He's had a great night all night at the nose guard spot. Stopped him short. Got a huge string tackle from behind. Prevented what could have been a long rush for Ailman. 2nd down and 8 for the Yellow Jackets.
Quarterback draw by Rhodes, and he'll pick up 5.
Another tackle by Hayden Solomon and Micah Finan as well on that play. And now Alex Ruiz is going to check in for Hayden at the nose guard spot. The Yellow Jackets are in hurry-up offense.
Fake it to Ailman on 3rd and 3. Rhodes is going to keep it himself, and he's going to run the ball for a first down, and a very late flag comes in.
It's going to come back against the Yellow Jackets. Going to call hold by the Yellow Jacket receiver on Jared. Basically bear hugged him. Should come back against the Yellow Jackets.
That was a 3rd and 3 quarterback run and a first down for Denison. And as Ross just said, illegal block by the Yellow Jackets offense, says referee Mr. Williams.
It'll end
10
up with
yards.
a net gain of 1, actually.
Yeah, 10 yards from the spot. So we go from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 2 since that block came down the field. 2:54, clock stopped here. Two receivers left, 1 right, and they'll give it to Ailman, and he runs into the back of one of his O-linemen, and then he runs into...
Miles O'Neill was the first guy down to get there, and Nigel Smith clean up the tackle there along with Alex Ruiz. It's going to be 4th and very short.
Pickup of a yard, 4th and 1, quickly to the line for the Yellow Jacket offense. And they're going to give it to Ailman, and he's going to have...
Oh, it's going to be short. It's going to be close.
Oh.
Colin Craig on that tackle along with Miles again. They're going to... Oh,
They're going to give him a good spot and a first down, it looks like. Coach Nally's expressing his disagreement with that decision, but the left foot got him a first down. If the ref had put his right foot down, he'd have been short. Spotted right at the Cardinal 40. 2:20 to go. Clock rolling in the 3rd quarter. Melissa leads 33-14. Here's the 1st and 10 play for the Yellow Jackets. And fake it to Ailman. Quarterback's going to keep it. Tries to turn the corner, and he gets run out by Gunnar Wilson. Good job by the future OK State Cowboy.
Great contain there. Great job of avoiding the the block by the Yellow Jacket fullback. Great job withholding the stiff arm as well by Rhodes, and great job forcing Rhodes out of bounds after only a 2-yard gain by Gunnar.
From the 38, 2nd and 8. 3 receivers, 2 left. Ailman next to Rhodes, takes the snap, straight drop back, has pressure, and he's going to go down. A big sack That's Nigel Smith and Colin Craig all the way back to where they're going to give him forward progress at the 45-yard line.
Cardinals brought the pressure. Nigel Smith was the first one loose, then Colin Craig came at that inside linebacker spot. Credit them both half a sack on that play. It's going to force another 3rd and long for the Yellow Jackets. The Cardinals need to have clean coverage here.
3rd and 15 from the 45-yard line. And straight drop back, setting up a screen to Ailman, who drops the football.
Great pressure there by Nigel. It's hard to see with your receiver when you got a big guys big as Nigel Smith coming at you, and he's quick for his size as well. So great pressure by Nigel. Yellow Jackets were just unable to convert on there, and as I've said before, the Cardinals have to watch for a fake punt out of this formation. They attempted one last week against the Terrell Tigers.
The
Cardinals
calling a timeout here. 1:26 to go in the 3rd. And it's 4th and 15. It's punt time for the Yellow Jackets, but the Cardinals are going to call a timeout before the punt is away. We have the opportunity to thank another wonderful sponsor.
We want to say thank you to the teachers, administrators, leaders, and parents who are creating a better future for our students. We believe that who you work with matters. That's why WRA Architects is proud to sponsor the Melissa ISD Athletic Booster Club and the many students it serves.
Thank you to our Booster Club. They do a wonderful job. Paul Anderson was in here just a little while ago. I think he came to talk to John Graham, not to you or me, but he came to talk to John earlier.
Now he's put all of his starting defensive backs in at this play.
Here is a punt on 4th and 15. It's going to be a good kick and a fair catch by Lincoln Dunn at his 12. So long field ahead for the Cardinals. 80 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Cardinals lead 33-14. You're watching the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with our friends at Game On Sports. We are in Denison, Texas. Make sure you're by the channel next Friday. We'll be back at Estadio de Deal as the Cardinals host Greenville in a...
Football de Mexicano.
Indeed. Es la verdad. And so be by the channel next Friday night for Cardinals home game with all of our out-of-state friends apparently coming to join us. On 1st down, they're going to throw a tight end screen to Jackson Ford, and that big fella rumbles for about 9 yards.
Great blocking by Kennedy Brantley and Carson Maynard on that play. Able to give Jackson a wide open hole to run. It's going to be very close to 1st down. They're going to call it like 3rd and inches.
2nd, I think, in inches. They're going to hand the ball to Adejokin. The down marker says 3rd, but it wasn't. And Adejokin will have a 1st down. So we know what the down marker should say this time. Out to the 31-yard line.
Trips to the right for the Cardinals. They're going hurry up.
Give it to Adejokin. He's got a nice seam, and that track speed comes out again. And he'll pick up 14 on that run. John Graham, what's his total?
178 now.
All right, we're approaching the 200 mark. Nate Adejokin, remember, said his goal for the season is 2,000 yards rushing. And he came in tonight with 891 on the year.
It's now eclipsed 1,000.
There's a throw down the right sideline. A grab up and going to get it is Maynard. And another catch in traffic.
That was double coverage as well. That just shows you the trust that Ham and Maynard have developed with each other over the past 2 seasons. And Carson went up, used his height over the shorter defensive backs, high pointing the ball, huge gain for Maynard.
Low snap. Trevor picks it up, throws it late, has an open man in the middle of the field, but it was just a discombobulated play. It was a tight end seam route to Jackson Ford, but the timing was off with the troubling shotgun snap. 2nd and 10. 20 seconds to go, 3rd quarter.
Nate Adejokin's back in the game after taking a play off.
2nd down, 10, throw it out in the flats to Lincoln Dunn, and he's going to have close to a first down. We haven't said it in this game yet. Remember, Ross, tell us again who was on the 4x100 relay state championship track team.
That was Clark Packard, Lincoln Dunn, Nate Adejokin, and Jacob Fields. So two of whom have already graduated.
Two of whom are showing their speed tonight. Here is a first down, and Nate Adejokin of that state championship track team takes it to the 10-yard line, gain of 6. And that will be the end of the third quarter. So we've got 3 stanzas in the books. Cardinals leading 33-14. And we'll check the scores of our other district fellows right after we thank another sponsor.
Since 1955, Steel Fab has been committed to providing our customers with quality structural steel fabrication and construction at competitive prices. Steel Fab believes in doing the right thing and treating our employees and customers with dignity and respect. Regardless of how big or small your next construction project is, Steel Fab is dedicated to provide you quality and support on every job. Go Cardinals.
As we put 12 minutes on the clock and the final stanza is about to begin, Cardinals lead Denison 33-14. 11 minutes to go in Lucas, Texas. Lovejoy leads Crandall 69-0. 9 minutes to go in Terrell. Terrell leads Princeton 42-8. 5 minutes to go in the game. Greenville Lions lead Mesquite Poteet 48-16, which means Greenville will be coming into Coach Kenny Deal Stadium next Friday off a big win.
That's very true, and now they're going to be 2-2, right? I believe Greenville is now going to come into the game 2-2, so they're going to be extra motivated against the Cardinals in Coach Kenny Deal Stadium to keep their playoff hopes alive. They'll need a big win over the Cardinals, but beating Mesquite Poteet tonight definitely helps them.
Cardinals are 6-0, trying to match the school record best start of 7-0. Here is a second down, and we're going to call it 4 from the 10. Rolling right is Ham. Has a lot of patience and a lot of time directing traffic. Fakes a man out, runs the football, and he'll run out of bounds at the 4. Nice patience there by Trevor Ham.
And great blocking by the Cardinals offensive line to give Trevor so much time.
You know what happens when a player runs out of bounds? You know what the official does?
Throws their hat down?
Throws their hat down. So that fella down there, the linesman, threw his hat down, and you know what? Trevor picked it up for him when he came out of the play and gave him his hat back. All right, here is a handoff to Nate Adejokin, and he's going to push it forward for a stop at the 1-inch line. Everybody in the house thought he was in the end zone. Stop him in the inch line. All right, you have the down marker needs to get in place here. Here comes a snap from the 1-yard line. Give it to Nate again. Dive over the pile. And now, please, say touchdown.
Touchdown.
Cardinals. Nate Adejokin. And the Cardinals lead by 25, 39-14. Came in averaging over 50 points per game on offense. And they're trying to put up point number 40 right now, as Nick Hernandez will come in for the PAT attempt. Maynard on the hold. Number 80, Hernandez. His kick is up, and it is good. Thanks to Hollis Texas-style barbecue with 11:25 to go in the ball game. Cardinals lead 40-14. We mentioned there's some pretty good college football games on the slate for tomorrow. None bigger than Troy at Army, of course, but Georgia at Vandy, Arkansas at Alabama, Texas A&M at the Vols in Tennessee, BYU at TCU, USC Notre Dame, we've already talked about that one. Oregon at Washington out there on the left coast. So some interesting college football games around the nation tomorrow. By the way, that's a 2:30 p.m. Central, 3:30 Eastern kickoff for the Black Knights at historic Michie Stadium. With 11:25 to go in the game, Nick Hernandez, who just made the PAT, will kick the football off. Cardinals leading 40-14. A short kick to the left side taken at the 23-yard line, coming left, trying to get a block out past the 30-yard line and taken out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That was a good tackle by Rocky Dunn on the return man, Kenyon Kelly. And the Cardinals lead by 26. Trying to wrap up a victory here at Munson Stadium and go back home 7-0.
Luke Damel, Jacob Wasserman, and Logan Diamore are the defensive linemen in for the Cardinals right now.
We've started our substitutions here early in the fourth quarter. Cardinals with a big lead. Ty Rhodes at quarterback has 3 receivers right, no backs. He's got a tight end left and a flanker left as they look to the home sideline to Brent Whitson for the play call. 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Motion man, option right or option left to the motion man, and that's Ailman, and a good tackle there by Gunnar Wilson.
Great pursuit there by Gunnar. Great tackle, held him to a short gain. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets.
Dr. John Majors checks in from the great state of Arkansas. He also sends prayers and blessings for the comfort of those who've suffered in Israel. And he says, checking in on former Cardinals kicker Anna Blankenship. Quarterback draw here by Rhodes, taken to the 40-yard line. That's a tackle made by Micah Finan. And the extracurriculars continue. They'll spot him at the 41, 3rd and 4. Ten and a half minutes to go in the ball game. Here's a 3rd and 4 play. Rhodes gets the snap, throws it out to the right side, and it's going to be an incomplete pass intended for Michael Kennedy. Fourth down 4, and down by 26 points. Coach Whitson sends out the punt game.
Interesting decision. Hoping to pin the Cardinals back into their own territory. Still a decent amount of time left, but they will need to score on every possession they have in order to have a chance.
A late substitution for the Yellow Jackets. Snap is back and the punt is away, and Lincoln Dunn will call fair catch at his own 31-yard line. We mentioned already, we've got playoff baseball here in the great state of Texas. Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros in the American League Championship Series. 7 p.m. Sunday night. Rangers at Houston. Game 1 of that series. Also on Sunday is the Rugby World Cup, if anybody cares about such things. England and Fiji. First time we've ever announced that one, by the way. On 1st down, Jackson Nally has checked into the game at quarterback. And he hands the ball off, and it's going to be a loss of yardage. Ross is going to help us check in on all the substitutions. Jake McDowell has checked in. A.J. Cole has checked in. Austin Gooseby has checked in. Tyler Montgomery, who has a touchdown catch, is at a receiver spot. Bishop Curry's at the running back spot next to number 19, junior quarterback Jackson Nally, son of head football coach Matt Nally. And We'll check some more substitutions as we go along. That was a loss of yardage. Here's a 2nd and 14. And Nally's going to keep it. Has a little breakaway and showing a nice run over the left side. He'll pick up positive yardage. And the ball comes loose, but the officials are calling him down, I believe. Denison players are calling that a fumble recovery.
There might have been a penalty for a late hit on Nally.
As the recipient of the hit, you mean?
Yes, being hit, I mean.
Yes. Let's see. The officials are chatting right now.
We'll get to see a replay on this big.
On the stadium screen, we see the replay that Ross is mentioning. All right. The ball will be spotted at the 34 unless there's some penalty mark off.
He should be ruled down. And obviously you can't replay anything in high school. But if you were looking at the replay on the big scoreboard, his knee is very clearly down. I'm not sure what they're talking about. There's going to be a
All right, well, Mr. Williams, our referee, is one of the fastest signals in the West because...
We're going to redo this play? Is that
I don't know. We get a brief signal and then he moves on with his life and we don't get a lot of
it was like a fist punch.
detail here.
I didn't really know what that signal was.
Well, it could have been targeting, could have been illegal hands to the face, not sure. The ball's now spotted. It's a...
replay of down?
Well, it's 2nd down and 14. So I don't know.
Offsetting penalties, maybe?
It could have been offsetting, Aaron. That'd be the only explanation why we're redoing this thing. All right, Cardinals have Peyton Porter in the game at the tight end spot. They're going to drop it off to him on a little out route, and he'll pick up about 5 yards. Brings up 3rd down. And most significantly, the clock is rolling, under 9 minutes to go. I assume you two gentlemen are deliberating your offensive and defensive players of the game. We'll announce those in a few minutes. We'll invite those players to join us and invite you to join us this Monday evening, 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout Sports Grill at the Z-Plex as we film next week's edition of the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. Cardinals letting the play clock roll. Here's a 3rd and 9 play. That's number 19, Jackson Nally, rolling right. And he's going to be taken down for a loss. And a late flag comes in. And we'll see what Mr. Williams says this one is all about.
Should be an automatic first down for the Cardinals. We will await the penalty discussion. Deliberation.
Clock stopped, 8:20 to go. Personal foul, targeting on the Denison defense.
So that man was ejected, and that means he's ejected the first half of the next game as well? Is that?
I think you are correct.
Or is he the whole, I don't know, is that the first whole game or just half a game? I'm not sure, but regardless, it's some amount of time. First down for the Cardinals. Bishop Curry's next to Nally in the backfield.
Cardinals have it at their own 43-yard line. Porter split right as a receiver, trips left, and give it to Bishop Curry. And he'll spin in the hole and pick up 4 yards. We are assuming Nate Adejokin's night is done. John, how many yards for Mr. Adejokin? 189 on the ground. Great night rushing for Nate Adejokin. You see big number 60, Joey Contreras, and 72, A.J. Cole, and 66, Elijah Almazan right there in the shot. Nally calls out the play on 2nd down and 6. And gives the ball to Bishop Curry, who will gain a single yard. 7:20 to go in the ball game. Cardinals are going to get out of here with a win. They will go to 7-0 on the year to match the all-time best season start. That was achieved in 2008. Reese Carter's also in the game at the left tackle spot, and the Denison coaches have to call a timeout. They have substitution issues of their own. And with 7:02 to go in the game, Cardinals leading 40-14, and another wonderful sponsor.
Prime IV McKinney specializes in IV hydration and vitamin therapy. Our skilled and medically licensed staff will give you a full evaluation prior to your IV infusion. Our drips are specially formulated with rich vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and amino acids, which will dramatically increase energy, boost your immune system, decrease inflammation, and aid in muscle recovery. Come see us at Prime IV McKinney on 380 to look better, feel better, and perform better.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. We'll take a moment to invite you again to First Melissa this Sunday morning, 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. And of course, we'll be talking about and praying for the people in Israel, as we've already mentioned. You're invited to our church home on Sunday mornings. Go to firstmelissa.com to find out more. After the timeout, 3rd down and 5, motion man. Now he's going to throw the football and try to set up a screen, but he's going to be sacked on the play. And they'll give him forward progress. They'll spot it at the 40-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 13, and here comes the punt unit for the Cardinals.
Sham McGregor's going to come back to punt this.
One of the trio of Cardinal kickers. This is the lefty of the bunch. He's going to punt this one away. 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Good snap, and the punt is a line drive, and it's going to take a Cardinal roll, and those Yellow Jackets stand dangerously close to a bounding football. It will be downed by Melissa at the 26 of the home team. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Are you guys finished with your deliberations, or are you still negotiating?
Yeah, we have finished.
All right. Well, since the defense is out on the field, let's go ahead and announce our defensive player of the game.
Our defensive player of the game is going to be senior nose guard Hayden Solomon.
Hayden Solomon, congratulations for being our defensive player of the game. We'll invite him to join us Monday night at the dugout. And we'll introduce our offensive player of the game here in just a moment. 1st down and 10, Yellow Jackets at the 26-yard line. Hand the ball going left, trying to turn the corner, and a good job. Nice tackle there. And a late flag comes in. The tackle was made by Miles O'Neill. And we'll see what the yellow hanky is about. Stop the clock, 6:06 to go.
Here's the replay. Great pursuit. Great contained by Miles. They might call offensive face mask.
I think they might be face mask both ways there, thanks to the LaCour Family Foundation, and they are going to call
some sort of face mask.
Well, let's see if they walk north or south.
Both players were face masked.
And they are walking in the northerly direction, so it will be a 15-yard penalty against the Cardinals for personal foul face mask. So that will give the Yellow Jackets an automatic 1st down at their own 41-yard line. And at the halfway mark of this final stanza, I'll try to get you some names of the Cardinals who have checked in here. Hand the ball off to Ailman. They'll pick up about 3 yards. Mostly the first D still in there. Grayson Donahoe, Micah Finan at the linebacker spots. Luke Damel's in the game.
Colin Craig just checked in for Grayson Donahoe.
Dalton DeBabney at a safety spot. Jared Petusik at the corner. Rocky Dunn at safety. Here comes a 2nd and 6. Yellow Jackets not in a hurry up, down by 26. Give it to Ailman, and again he goes for a very short gain, maybe a 1-yard gain. That was Micah Finan in on that tackle. Doomy Gadsden is in at a corner spot. 4:44 to go in the ball game. Cardinals are going to go 7-0 on the year, 4-0 in the district. And we'll await the Greenville Lions next Friday at the Deliceum in beautiful Melissa, Texas. Here's a 3rd and 5 play. And they'll hand the ball off going right. And Colin Craig is there to say no mas. It's going to be 4th and 4. As we're going to hit the 4-minute mark. Once the officials tell the chippiness to stop chippinessing.
Now, what are we calling we're going to have a timeout called by the Yellow Jackets?
No, I think we have a
officials timeout for...
No, it was a Cardinals timeout. Trying to set up the defense for the 4th and 5 coming up. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Congratulations to Hayden Solomon, senior number 52, for being our defensive player of the game. And our offensive player of the game will be
Nate Adejokin.
Nate Adejokin, his 2nd award of the season.
Nearly 200 yards of rushing and 3 rushing touchdowns will get you a lot of awards and a lot of success as a running back.
And that guy next to us, Jason Russell, the play caller, makes his job really easy when you can hand the ball off to a guy and he'll pick up 2 bills and 3 touchdowns for you.
That's true.
All right, here comes the Denison offense after the Cardinal timeout. 4th and 5 from the Denison 47-yard line. Run option left, and Rhodes pitches it left, and Ailman's going to take the dive forward for a 1st down.
Miles O'Neill on that tackle.
And they'll wind the clock after they move the chains, and we will hit the 4-minute mark. First and 10 from the Cardinal 47-yard line. Rhodes is going to try to throw the football. He's going to have pressure, rolls to his right, flag comes in and throws it out of the bounds over the head of everyone.
It'll be holding called against the Yellow Jackets.
And Mr. Williams agrees with Ross Graham. Back him up 10 yards. Lovejoy game has gone final over Crandall, 76-0.
Wow, that's impressive.
Terrell has defeated Princeton 42-8. And Greenville has defeated Mesquite Poteet 48-16. So we're the last man standing in the games here. Lovejoy led 62-0 at half. They scored 1 touchdown in the 3rd quarter and 1 touchdown in the 4th quarter to finish 76-0. First and 20 for the Yellow Jackets. Rhodes is going to try to throw the football, has pressure, rolls left, throws it late to a receiver open downfield, and that's a good throw and catch there. And Kennedy was on the reception. First down, Denison at the Cardinal 30-yard line. First and 10, hand the ball to Ailman, going left, and he'll pick up 2 yards.
Colin Craig on that tackle. Stops him for, call it just a gain of 1.
So when you score 76 points, that's 11 touchdowns.
Right.
They had Franklin threw 3 touchdowns. Pierce threw 1. That's 4. Franklin ran for 1. Dean ran for 1. Kalen Williams ran for 1. Janicek ran for 1. Ethan Nelson ran for 1. McCutcheon ran for 1. Peyton Pierce ran for 1.
And that's Peyton Pierce, 4-star linebacker, going to go play at Ohio State. Peyton Pierce, who has a passing and a rushing touchdown. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
All right, on 2nd down and 9, the quarterback, Rhodes, will keep it.
This should also be coming back. Looking to call another hold against the Yellow Jackets. As we'll get to see some more substitutions. Logan Diamore has checked in the game. Oren Abel is in the game right now, along with Ryan Hayter. Going to bring back another 10 yards for the Yellow Jackets. A second hold of this drive. Rhodes is still in the game at quarterback, along with his running back, Ailman.
Yep. All right, 2nd down and 20, and give it to Ailman going right, and Colin Craig makes the tackle after a gain of a single yard.
Great play for back-to-back plays for Colin Craig. He's checked in. He usually is in on the jumbo offensive formations and on special teams, but he's also been the 2 inside linebacker behind Micah and Grayson, so great job for him.
There's an injury timeout on the field, so we just told you that Lovejoy defeated Crandall 76-0, but as I look through the scores, that's not the biggest blowout shutout that I can see. Ouch, if you're the Howe Bulldogs.
Okay, we passed by Howe on the way here.
We did. We'll be passing through it on the way home as well. Gunner Tigers 82, Howe 0.
Wow.
82-0. Gunner Tigers beat
That's a lot
down
of points.
the Howe Bulldogs. Mineola defeats the Bonham Purple Warriors tonight. Prosper over McKinney Boyd 47-0. Van Alstyne wins over Farmersville tonight. Bells, big win over Blue Ridge. Wolf City 77, Como Picton 8. There's a lot of defense not being played around here. Salina 50, Wilmer Hutchins 7. All right, after the injury timeout, we're going to have a 3rd down and about 19 for the Denison offense. Clock rolling, 2:10 to go in the game. Ty Rhodes, the quarterback, has no backs. He's going to throw the football. Has some time, steps into a seam route. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Good coverage for the Cardinals there by Rocky Dunn. And that's going to make it 4th and long. And we'll see what Coach Whitson chooses to do. Frisco Wakeland 42-0 over Frisco Centennial. Highland Park Scots 61-13.
Wow.
Dallas Carter over Carrollton Ranchview 54-3. Wiley East 66, Wiley High School 10. Collinsville 69-0 over Era. 4th and 19. Rhodes has time, rolls to his right, throws it late. It's going to be caught, but short of the sticks, and the Cardinals offense will come back out on the field. Argyle defeats Frisco Emerson 41-34. Decatur over Wichita Falls 58-0.
Now that's a big game right there, Argyle and Frisco Emerson, because Frisco Emerson was ranked 2 in 5A Division II for a lot of people, and Argyle was about 10. So that's dethroning the number 2 behind the Cardinals in a lot of rankings. So that's a big win for Argyle.
Yes, Argyle, let's see, we've got our top 10 right here. Argyle was number 10 this week in the rankings, and Emerson was number 2 in the rankings. Good memory there. And so
Thank you.
Argyle defeats Frisco Emerson tonight.
We'll be excited to see how that adjusts the rankings then.
1st and 10 Cardinals. There's a snap back and the ball's on the ground. And the Cardinals will retain possession. 100 seconds to go in this game. Frisco Reedy, 59. The neighbors down the street, Sherman Bearcats, 0. A lot of scoring tonight. South Lake Carroll, 70. Keller Central, 0.
Wow, wow, wow. Tate Kirk's now in at quarterback.
He's going to throw the ball to the left side over the head of his intended receiver.
Cash Lavelle.
Incomplete pass. 3rd and 14 coming up. Remember the no spaces Rockwall Yellow Jackets?
Yes.
This is the Denison Yellow Jackets with a space.
Mm-hmm.
The Rockwall Yellow Jackets with no space, who are orange.
Right. Did they win?
They did over North Forney, 65-26.
Big win for them.
Trophy Club, Byron Nelson over Keller, 67-3. Prosper over McKinney Boyd, 47-0.
Wow. That's a big win for Prosper right there.
Here is Tate Kirk with a handoff on 3rd down. And it's going to be a short gain. We'll bring up 4th down, and the Cardinals will have to punt the football away in the last minute. Frisco Memorial, 48. Frisco Independence, 0. Brock, 63. Whitesboro, 3. Now, there are some close games. I'm just reading you all the ones
Those
that
ones
are,
aren't exciting, though.
yeah, or interesting, whatever the case may be.
I mean, they're exciting if you're commentating the game.
Yeah,
Not as exciting if you're just wanting to look at cool stats.
yeah.
Sham's going to come back to punt this one again.
Paris defeated Community, 48-8.
He did well on his first punt. First punt of the season as well, so kudos to him. And looks like he's going to take a delay of game, or they might call it, yep, they're going to take a delay of game just to let the clock run as much as possible. Got an extra 4 or 5 seconds to run off the clock there, actually.
So delay of game will march off 5 yards. There's 16 seconds remaining. We do want to say congratulations to Hayden Solomon for being our defensive player of the game. Congratulations to Nate Adejokin for being our offensive player of the game. We will invite them and invite you to join us on Monday night at 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout Sports Grill at the Z-Plex for the weekly edition of the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. Here's Sham McGregor with his punt. And if the Cardinals are patient enough and nobody touches it, the last 5 seconds can run off this clock. And there's zeros on the clock. Let's down that football. And the ball game is over. Your final score here at Munson Stadium, Melissa 40, Denison 14. Cardinals are 7-0, matching the all-time best start to a season in school history. And there were quite a few penalties, a couple of injuries Cardinals are going to have to deal with, but overall a good win on the road, and it's nice to be 7-0.
Yes, absolutely. The Cardinals came in, they got the job done, they got the victory as they needed. They have some miscues they would like to clean up, but that's what happens with every team, and they're going to go into next Friday back at home against Greenville, ready to win, ready to play hard. They ran the ball well. Their defense played great, especially against the pass, and overall it was a great night for the Cardinals, both offensively and defensively.
Congratulations to Coach Matt Nally. His team is 7-0. They'll maintain their #1 rank in the state of Texas, Class 5A Division II. Remember, be by the channel next Friday night, 7:30 kickoff, as the Greenville Lions come to the Kenny Deal House, our brand new stadium, and all of our out-of-town friends, it sounds like, out-of-staters, will be coming to beautiful downtown Melissa, Texas next Friday. Again, I'll invite you one last time to First Melissa this Sunday morning, 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. You can go to firstmelissa.com to find out more information about that. Continue to pray for our friends in the land of Israel. And thanks to John Graham, great job on the stat board. Thanks to our man Cookie down there producing in the truck. Thanks to our fine hosts here at Munson Stadium. Congratulations to Nate Adejokin and Hayden Solomon for being our players of the game. We will see you next Friday at home as the Greenville Lions come to town. Your Cardinals are 7-0. Your final score, Melissa 40, Denison 14. For John Graham and Ross Graham, this is Trey Graham saying good night and God bless from Denison, Texas.